Helo a chroeso I faes y Talbot Athletic cartre dywiniad Aberavon. Tîm sydd heb danio eto leni, ond fydd y cefnogwyr yn gobeithio gweld hynny yn newid heno. Cyfle heno I Aberavon gael buddigoliaeth holl bwysig, ond mae'r gwrthwyrebwyr Glynebwy ar y dan am yn safle da wrth fynd mewn I gyfnod go bwysig yn y gynghrair. Mae Glynebwy yn yr ail safle, pencampwr llynedd Llanymddyfri yn arwain y ffordd. Bydde buddigoliaeth heno yn ymestyn y bwlch rhyngddyn nhw a Fontypool yn y trydydd safle. Mae Aberavon yn nawfed am angen rhediad arnyn nhw I gyrraedd y pedwar ucha. Llynedd dechreuodd y dywiniad trwy ennill 6 allan o 6. A fi nawr yn cael cwmni hyfforddwr Aberavon. It's a cold, crisp night here tonight, Jason, but you like the cold, don't you? We'll get on to that in a minute, but I'll start just by, tell us a bit about the mood in the squad. Last season, it was 6 out of 6 at this time. It's been a tougher start to your campaign this year.
Yeah, it has been a tough start. You know, we've played some really nice rugby. We beat Neath Bridgend, and we started obviously to get a bit of momentum by beating Swansea down in St Helens. But you know, we've got to remember we've got a number of young players in there, and I don't want to use that as an excuse. If you had too many coaches talk about development and young players, you know, these guys are working really hard, but it does take time for them for everybody to sort of gel into a new sort of format, and we've seen some good stuff. And it's starting to show well. Hopefully we'll have some youngsters that are going to make some age grade internationals in the next couple of months. And yeah, you know, it's about keeping our nose to the ground really and working hard, understanding what we're trying to achieve and working hard to deliver it.
And we know Ebbw Vale are in fine form, so when you are missing experience, you've got some injuries in key positions. How do you go about matching them tonight?
Well, we've got 2 key players back tonight in Andrew Waite, who's a phenomenal ball carrier for us. You know, he'll add some definite go forward ball. Liam Seaward is a bundle of energy. Both players have worked really hard over the last several months to come back from serious injuries, both surgical interventions. But yeah, we're looking forward to seeing them back on the field. And you know, as I said, we're on the back of a disappointing game up in Cardiff. But you know, this is an honest bunch of players, and they're working really hard. And I'm sure we'll see a reaction tonight.
I said you mentioned the cold at the start because your Twitter bio says you'll have family, rugby and cold water. So did you have an ice bath this morning in these conditions? Please tell me you didn't. I
actually got up this morning to have an ice bath, and I was a little bit disappointed it wasn't cold enough, so I went back to bed. But yeah, hopefully now over the weekend with cold weather forecast, it's going to get colder and it'll be nice, yeah. But so anything different to focus, and you know, as sports people, we're always looking for something a little bit different. I'm a bit more open-minded than when I was as a player, so these days I'll try anything.
Do you make the players get in there too?
Believe it or not, there's quite a few players that actually do get in there. They use the sea, or a couple of them have got barrels as well. So Ashton Evans goes in a barrel regularly, so he's had to get a bigger barrel, obviously, but bigger than my barrel. But no, it's something that's huge benefits. It's well documented, and you know, I just like trying something different, and as do the players, and the benefits are really, really good.
Oh, Jason, I thought I couldn't get any colder, but I'm shivering at the thought of it. I'll let you get on with your preparations. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you for joining us. A fel ni di sôn, mae wedi bod yn gyfnod anodd I Aberavon. Di ennill mond 2 gêm yn erbyn yn erbyn Penabont, Abertawe, a hefyd pwy arall maen nhw wedi curo? Penabont, Abertawe, a maen nhw wedi curo un tîm arall, so fi di anghofio, ond dyna ni.
Fi wedi bod yn black hefyd nawr.
Cawn ni'r ateb nawr yn y eiliadau nesaf. Ond, Siwan, mae pac cryf iawn gan Glynebwy. Mae'n mynd I bod yn dalcen caled, enwedig ar ôl y colled wythnos diwetha, colled swmpus.
Ie, mae'n mynd I fod yn galed. Mae Glynebwy yn tîm arbennig o dda. Mae'n gallu gweld hynny, sut maen nhw wedi chwarae blwyddyn yna. Mae'n ail yn y tabl. Mae canlyniad heddi nhw'n mynd I fod yn pwysig iawn, ond mae Aberavon gyda gêm galed ar ei dwylo heno.
Castell Ned yna'r tîm arall, mae'n wedi curo. Ond lle mae angen gwella de? Na, Jason mae'n sôn am, maen nhw wedi colli ambell I chwaraewr mewn safleoedd pwysig. Fel maen nhw yn mynd I fynd ben a Glenebbwy?
Mae rhaid I nhw gwella amddiffyn nhw. Wythnos diwetha 60 pwynt yn erbyn Caerdydd. Mae hwn yn swmpin ac mae'n anodd chwarae gemau pan mae opposition yn rhoi mor gymryd o pwysau arnoch chi. Ond ni'n gweld fan hyn, Aberavon yn gallu chwarae hefyd. Maen nhw gyda chwaraewyr arbennig o dda, fel dwedais Jason, ieuenctid hefyd. Mae chwaraewyr ifanc iawn gyda nhw. So, bonus pwynt fan hyn ni'n gweld, mae hwn yn bwysig iawn iddyn nhw wythnos diwethaf. Ond fan hyn, ti'n gweld Caerdydd yn torri nhw mor syml, ti'n gweld, y maswr fan'na yn mynd syth trwy'r canol, mae rhaid I nhw'n cymryd one-on-one shots.
Right, wel nid yn unig Siwan sy'n cadw cwmni I ni heno, mi fydd Ifan Phillips ma'n y man, ond ar hyn o bryd mae'n cael cwmni Jason Strange, y fforddwr Glenebbwy.
Ie, diolch i Lauren, gwrthwynebwyr Aberavon heddi yw Ebbw Vale yn amlwg a wrth yn ochr mae prif fforddwr Ebbw Vale, Jason Strange, 10 games in the league, 8 wins, 7 of them with bonus points. It's easy to say that you're flying this season.
Yeah, we've had a good start to the season, 1 or 2 hiccups, but yeah, the players have done really well. They've prepared professionally every game, and this will be another big challenge for us tonight. Coming down to Aberavon midweek is a big challenge, but something we'll acknowledge and we'll get excited about.
Aberavon, contrast to you, obviously haven't had the start that they usually have and probably wanted to have, but they've still got individuals that can probably cause you trouble.
Yeah, and that's probably their strength of their game. They're very good unstructured. They play a sort of ad-lib game, and if you're not alert and on top of them, they've got some dangerous players. We respect them very much, both as a team and the club, and we're expecting a real tough game.
Perfect, thank you very much Jason, all the best and I'll see you after the game. Yeah, mae'n noson o'r, ond mae'r ca'n edrych fel bod ni'n mynd I gael game weddol agored. Felly, diolch yn fawr, Lauren, nôl to chi.
Wel, mae wythnos brysur o chwaraeon ar S4C. Rygbi byw nos Sadwrn wrth i'r gweilch teithio'r Eidal I wynebu Benetton. Cyfle I weld Caerdydd yn erbyn y Scarlets yn ei chyfanrwydd nos Sadwrn am gwasted I 10. Mae menywod Cymru yn chwarae 2 gêm yn yr wythnos nesaf am y ffeinal fawr ysgolion a cholegau Cymru nos Fawrth. Felly pob lwc I Glan Taf ac I Lan Ymddyfri yn y gêm yna. Mae rygbi Ewrop hefyd yn dychwelyd. Cymru yn erbyn Ffrainc yw'r thema ar S4C. Wrth I Gaerdydd deithio I Toulouse am yr dreigiau yn herio Oyona ar Rodney Parade. Reit, fi'n falch iawn o gael cwmni mas o'r Aberavon James Davies nawr, a ni'n clywed oedd e'n ben-blwydd ti ddoi, felly pen-blwydd hapus, nos yn dawel, dwi'n siŵr, James, oedd e?
Ie, dim byd gormod ddoi.
Ti'n dathlu dros y penwythnos o leia?
Ie, gobeithio mae hyn yn rhan yna hyn os ydyn ni'n gallu dathlu mwy.
Reit, be ti'n neud nawr, fel maswr, pa mor bwysig mae'r cyfnod yma, be yn gwmws ti'n neud?
Ie, mae'n cyfnod bwysig I ni. Ni wedi stryglo wythnosau diwetha, ond gobeithio mae hyder lan hyn a bydd ni'n chwarae'n dda. Gobeithio, ie.
James, jobyn ti fel maswr yn amlwg yw I reoli'r chwarae a rhoi cyfrwyddadau i'r blaenwyr, ond sio ti'n gobeithio roi dy stamp ti ar y gêm heddi? Ie,
fi'n credu yn Aberavon, ni'n eisiau symud y bel a gobeithio hyn o gyda'r platform. Ni'n gwybod mae Ebbw Vale yn mynd I bod yn corfforol, ond I fi falle symud pac nhw o gwmpas a chwarae gyda dyfnder a chwarae gyda cyflymder hefyd.
James, siaradus ti am bach o hyder yn y sgwad heddi. Sut I chi wedi bod yn gweithio ar y hyder wrthnos yma? Sut mae'r boys yn teimlo ar erbyn heno?
Sorry, fi jyst I colli ti fyna. Gallu ti gweud hwnna?
Dwedais ti am hyder yn y gyrfan. Sut ti wedi cael hyder I fyny a mae'r boys I fyny am heno?
Fi'n credu ni wedi cael rhoi sgyrsiau galed ar dydd Mawrth yn ymarfer. A ni'n gwybod mae dynnu'r talent fan hyn heno. A gyd sy'n angen I wneud yw cael pethau ni'n iawn a dyna'r gêm wedyn dod I ni. Ond soni bell off a gobeithio hyn o bydd y noson ni'n mynd yn dda.
Bwdig, mae'r can edrych mewn cyflwr da, ond sut yw ei gicio fan hyn ar faes y Talbot Athletic?
Ie, mae'r cyflwr can gwych a dyna fe bod yn gwych am gêm agor heno, gêm gyflym a ni'n edrych mlaen.
Wel, pob lwc heno, beth bynnag y canlyniad, fi'n gobeithio gweld ti'n mwynhau y penwythnos. Diolch yn fawr, James.
Diolch. Right.
Wel, mae'n gyfnod go brysur drostolig i bawb yn yr Indigo Prem ac mi fyddwn ni yma ar gyfer y gemau mawr i gyd. Yn gêm nesaf y 4 ar 10 o Ragfyr Pen y Bont yn erbyn Casnewydd. Does dim lle gwell i fod 2 ddiwrnod cyn y dolyg na pharc yr arfer ar gyfer y gêm ddarbu rhwng Caerdydd a Pontypridd ar yr awyr am 5 o'r gloch ar y 3 ar 20 o Ragfyr. A chyn I ni ffarwelio ar flwyddyn ni am fynd ar ein pererindod blynyddol I faig holwyn. Rygbi Gogledd Cymru yn erbyn Caerdydd. Y 2 gêm dros dolyg yn fyw ar y teledu am 5 o'r gloch. Rhaid llai na 10 munud I fynd tan y gic gyntaf. Mae'n rhaid dweud I Fan Phillips sydd wedi ymuno ni nawr. Glynebwy yw'r ffefrynnau oherwydd ei safle yn y tabl, ond o ran ei chwaraewyr, pwy ni moyn edrych mas amdano?
Ie, fi'n credu mae sawl un fyddwn ni siwr nhw'n cadw llygad ar. Fi'n credu mae y ddoi frawd, y Fransi, yn ddieddol o fod yn llon llaw unrhyw gwrthwynebwyr maen nhw'n ware. Ond I fi mae Owen Conker, y reng ôl, mae fe'n llon llaw, mae fe'n gryf, mae fe'n ffrwydrol, mae'n gyflym, mae fe'n gallu rhoi Ebbw Vale ar y drod flan yn aml iawn. Mae dal yn crwtyn ifanc, fel ni'n gallu gweld fan hyn, 19 oed. So mae dal digon o ddysgu da gwneud, ond mae'n bwerus iawn a mae fe'n arf special iawn I Glynebwy. Mae'n gael nhw ar y drod flan. Mae hwnna'n lot o'r resymau pan mae Ebbw Vale wedi bod mor llwyddiannus leni. Mae dan nhw chwaraewyr cryf, mae'r reng ôl na I gyd yn gallu cario. Mae'r sgarmau symudol yn gryf, mae'r scrum yn gryf iawn, a mae'r blaenwyr yn dieddol o wneud jobyn wyddol teidi. Felly fi'n siŵr newn ni weld y blaenwyr a Owen Conker yn cario'n gryf iawn.
Ie, dyna'n golygu lot iddo fe. Eildro heddi, mae'n dechrau yn gengrair, ond mae profiad yn llinell gefn Aberavon, achos maen nhw wedi dewis capten fel cefnwr, rhywbeth ni ddim yn gweld yn aml iawn, Steff Andrews.
Ie, ni ddim yn gweld yn aml iawn, oherwydd fel arfer, mae'r blaenwyr yn capten, oherwydd mae'n mor agos I popeth sy'n mynd ymlaen, ond mae Steff Andrews wedi chwarae 200 gêm I Aberavon, so mae Mr Aberavon, mae fe wedi bod yma am blynyddoedd, ond hefyd, chi'n gallu gweld pethau gwahanol o'r safle ble bydde fe fel cefnwr heddi, so mae digon o experience gyda Steff, ac falle yn y blaenwyr fydd falle reolwr arall sy'n ffido mewn I Steff hefyd.
Reit, dyma ni te. Fi'n adael chi fyna am y tro, ond mae Aberavon 15 pwynt tu ôl i'r 4 ucha. Felly mae tasg gyda nhw I gwneud tir yn y gyngrair, ond bydd rhain ddim yn poeni. Am hynny, maen nhw mae fwynhau bach o rygbi yn noswaith dda. Mae wedi bod yn dymor anodd I Aberavon, di ennill mon i'n gêm cartre, ond faint o hyder sydd da chi fel cefnogwyr, maen nhw'n gallu troi pethau rownd heno.
Mae'n gêm ofnadw di Sadwrn ola, ond heno mae 2 chwaraewyr cryf nôl yn y tîm, Andrew Waite a Liam Seward.
Ie, Andrew Waite. Mae'n gario'r cryf, mae'n bwysig fel wythwr, fel chi'n disgwyl gweld hon yn mynd hyn o'ma?
Ebbw Vale gobeithio.
O, dyma ni, o'n i'n meddwl bod fi'n siarad I gefnogwr Aberavon, ond cefnogwr Glynebwy?
Glynebwy, ie.
Ond felly, dyma ni, chi'n cymysgu, chi gyd yn ffrindiau, sy'n moto le chi'n dod, a Aberavon yn Glynebwy I chi?
Aberavon heno, bendant.
Dyna ni, wel, diolch am eich cwmni, ewch chi ôl eich sgodion ac yrru, a mwynhewch y noson, rhaid fel arfer, there's English language commentary with Siwan Lillycrap and Sean Hawley, yn y Gymraeg, mae Ivan Phillips ar fi'n ymuno a Rhys William.
Yes, welcome to the Talbot Athletic Ground as Ebbw Vale make their way onto the field.
And a more welcome please to Ebbw Vale.
Beautiful night in Port Talbot, but still night, no rain, very little wind, and Ebbw Vale are riding high and could go clear of Fonnepool if they win here tonight. Jason Strange makes 7 changes at the starting team that comfortably beat Swansea last week. Joe Franchi comes in as captain, and at hooker with Morgan Davis at loose head. Lewis Young makes his 117th appearance for Ebbw Vale, with young Owen Conker in his first season as part of an initiative with Christ College Brecon at blindside. Halfbacks John Evans and Evan Lloyd also return. And there is Rodri Hughes, his 100th cap for Aberavon, former Ospreys Academy, loyal servant to the Wizards. And they'll need all his experience tonight, as Aberavon were thumped at Cardiff last week by 64 points to 26. Jason Hyatt, though, makes only 4 changes to the starting team, plus 1 positional change. The experience. Andrew Waite comes back in at number 8 with former Swansea scrum half Liam Seaward starting at 9 with Roderick Cole having a broken jaw. Bradley Roderick is at inside centre, and Jay Baker is on the wing. Steph Andrews switches to fullback tonight, and captains in the absence of Joe Gage. And our referee tonight is Tom Spurrier.
Right. We're good to go. Okay, captain. We're ready, Tom.
And it is Mr. Spurrier that gets us underway. James Davis, in his first season with Aberavon, gets us underway. Having a good start at the outside half at the Talbot Athletic Ground. First chance for Aberavon. Andrew Waite, barnstorming run up to the Ebbw Vale 10-metre line. Jordan Walters, an early touch and a wide pass out there to Chris Banfield on the left wing in the black scrum cap. Seaward spills it at the tackle and is picked up by Owen Conker.
Ball's available.
First mistake just by the home team. And Ebbw Vale immediately out the back, think it over the top.
We've got nowhere, lads. We'll come back to knock on.
The referee says no advantage. And back for the knock on by the Aberavon scrum half. And you can see as he rushes in here, Brad Roderick with a bit of an altercation. Seaward just knocking on, taking his eye off the ball. First scrum of the night.
Lads,
Aberavon in 9th position. And as we mentioned at the top of the show, Ebbw Vale 8 wins and in 4th position. Can go clear of Pontypool with a win here tonight.
Set.
Aberavon can't find a win anywhere.
I agree.
On my very cold gantry at my former club, I'm joined by former Wales captain Sean Lillycrap. Welcome to the cold.
It is so cold here tonight, Sean. I can't believe how cold it is.
Set and let's hold the set.
Careful what you say now, it's my hometown. It's a lovely, ugly town.
It's a great ground though, Sean. I love always coming here. Always a good atmosphere, great supporters, and the pitch is in brilliant condition tonight.
Yeah, credit to Andrew John, the chairman, and all his staff. May see one on the pitch later. The groundsman is on the bench. Rowan Jenkins, good first scrum though coming in from Ebbw Vale, and Evan Lloyd moves it out there to Ethan Phillips, who puts it down the middle of the field. Banfield has a little look up, shapes the kick and kicks it stand wise. Hits us in the gantry, and Aberavon
that's you.
Clear their lines. Ebbw Vale will have their first line out. How do you see this one going, Sean?
I hope Aberavon put up a good performance tonight. You know, they scored 4 tries against Cardiff last week, but defence let them down. Not had the start they wanted, but Ebbw Vale have been on top form this season. I think we've seen some of the best stuff from Ebbw Vale that we've seen in a long time. So it's going to be a tough physical encounter tonight with both forwards dominant for both sides.
Off the top ball, Alex House, the number 8 in midfield. Good first phase defence from Aberavon, and they've managed to curtail the attack over on the far side.
Release.
Still with Ebbw Vale. John Evans, the experienced 9, back in the starting lineup tonight. Former Scarlet, of course. Lloyd ships it out to tight head Drain. And Lloyd again tries to go out the back of Dylan Bartlett. Knocked forward by Aberavon.
Knock on by Red first.
And I guess Jason Hyatt will be pretty happy with the first couple of defensive phases.
Yeah, definitely. It's probably something they've looked at this week, reviewed hard after conceding so many points last week. But they look comfortable so far. I know we're only a few minutes in, but boys getting off the line, making their one-on-one shots, exceptionally important against a big Aberavon pack, but also, Ebbw Vale pack, but a dangerous backs who playing out the back as well.
Oh, we got some stalwart fans from both Aberavon and Ebbw Vale who've made the trip down. This is a veritable warm night for people from Ebbw Vale.
I'm sure they're all layered up now.
So another scrum then for Ebbw Vale. It's stalemate.
Let's play that, please.
Locked out scrum. And Seawood just drifted off too far. He's too experienced, John Evans, to give him that much space into the 22. A reverse pass from Evan Lloyd. It's gone right out there in the wide channels. Ebbw Vale starting on fire here, deep into Aberavon territory now.
Here.
Evans gets himself back there. The carry. Another pick and go. In comes Loosehead, Morgan Davis. But Aberavon have got it back and cleared their lines. Well, Aberavon got away with that one. Young Liam Seawood just drifted off the scrum, and that was just too big a door for John Evans to go through.
Yeah, it was a big gap, wasn't it? John Evans spotted it, you know, and took it very well. But then we've seen a huge pass come from the Ebbw Vale player.
Lads, let's go, please.
Here he is. He just drifts well off. Look at that gap. It's about 10 metres between the scrum and Seawood. And then keeping the ball alive. Look at that offload. And look at that out the back pass. That is outstanding. What was that? 25 metres. Ebbw Vale definitely playing with confidence, but Aberavon done well to get the ball back.
Dink over the top by Evan Lloyd, his opposite number. James Davis does really well. Chisels that back down into the Ebbw Vale 22. And Lloyd himself playing a bit of ding-dong with Davis. And first couple of possessions, Ebbw Vale. I think there's some space behind that Aberavon front line. 2 dinks over the top. Hasn't paid any dividends just yet. Evan Lloyd, 94 points to his name. He's third in the points scoring individually in the league, and
Outside arm, not straight.
And not straight from Aberavon's first line-up.
Yeah, being brave there with the first line out, even though it's cold, Sean. The conditions are pretty good this evening, not much of a wind, it's dry out there. It's gone straight for back ball, the first line out, unfortunately, not straight for Cameron Lewis.
There's our in-vision replay, just highlighting exactly what Siwan is saying. And you're right, no excuses for not straights. Wayward kicks here tonight, beautiful night, albeit a little cold. Pitch does look great from up here, doesn't it?
Blind.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it's December tomorrow with the standard of the grass here this evening.
Right, lads, you're both as bad as each other. Stay that, keep that out. Keep that out.
Ebbw Vale's third scrum already in the first 7 minutes, but the game has been pretty much played around the halfway line.
Let's go, Ari, let's go. Crouch.
No Rodri Cole at scrum half for Aberavon tonight. Broke his jaw last week. I said to him just before kick-off, well, Antoine Dupont could play. And he said, I only did it last week.
How long did Antoine Dupont have? 3 weeks in the end?
Let's quick reset then, please, lads.
So will we see him in 2 weeks' time?
It's a chance, though, for Liam Seawood, former amateur boxer, unbeaten, won 6 out of 6 fights, so he might have punched Rodri Cole in the jaw. You never know in training.
You never know. He's a good player, is Liam Seawood, but on that last scrum, he left way too much of a gap.
Stay behind the ball, 9.
Another locked out scrum, and Seawood this time overzealous, trying to keep track of John Evans, playing advantage, but that went forward.
But 9 is offside.
And Seawood just letting his opposite number get the better of him at the moment.
Yeah, almost gone from one extreme to the next, giving him way too much space, and obviously he is the other side of the field here and playing the opposite way, but just a little bit too eager then that time, and ball wasn't out, going for the player too early. You need to settle into this game, you know. Scrum halves play an important part in the speed, the momentum, and in and around that contact area.
Yeah, well, we know all about Jonathan Evans, don't we? 2 tries this season, and captained the side against Neath. Played quite a lot of regional rugby, and no doubt he's been spoken about in this week's analysis. Ebbw Vale up to the 22 with the line-out. It's a good ball this time.
You've jumped out of the line.
Very technical infringement again, referee on the ball.
Yeah, referee definitely on the ball there. And maybe something he's looked at when he's doing his pre-analysis. You know, referees prep like players, looking at teams where they infringe, what they do. And Ebbw Vale there, clearly jumping out of the line. Referee, well spotted. And free kick against Ebbw Vale.
So, down the field, Davis goes, couldn't kick it directly into touch. Evan Lloyd pumps it back down to his opposite number, inside the 22 this time. Davis gets good contact with that one. That's a fine kick, and Ebbw Vale will go. Acres of space in the middle of the field. Andrew Waite seems to be struggling a little bit to get to that. He has it now, breaks the first tackle. Two Ebbw Vale defenders descend on him quickly. First real possession for Aberavon in anger. Out the back here to Roderick, ships a long ball. Half break by the skipper, Steph Andrews. But Banfield just keeps himself in field. And Seaward does well. The 100 cap man, Rodri Hughes, with a carry.
Now, thank you.
All the play in the middle third of the field at the back. Long pass from Davis this time. Now then, trying to find the edge. Aberavon can't get outside of this Ebbw Vale defence. Carry this time from Smallman in the second row. Davis back into position. Little tunnel ball to Steph Andrews. That's the halfway line. Seaward has a little dart himself, gets a Jay Baker, who's come across from his opposite wing to Banfield. And the referee says that's just gone forward.
Pass from here.
A nice play from Aberavon, Shuan, albeit not a lot of gain line.
Yeah, they did well in keeping possession, moving the ball from edge to edge, but unfortunately didn't really get between two 10-metre lines, staying in the middle of the field, but moving the ball well. Good ball there by Seaward, trying to keep the ball alive. No, it was a good offload. A shame, really. It was forward.
Just forward.
Just forward.
But forward.
But forward.
Jay Baker, Talbot born. And a short spell with Merthyr. Manly Marlins too, made a bit of a name for himself in Australia. Not as much of a name as when he appeared on Geordie Shore. Ebbw Vale getting a bit of ascendancy on that scrum.
Lost his bind, number one to ground.
That goes against Jordan Walters, under pressure from Harry Dring, the big tight head.
Yeah. No one ever really knows what happens in that front row, but from where we stood here in the gantry, you could see Jordan Walters loses his bind and takes his knee.
Thank you.
I think Adam caught the Ebbw Vale tight head. Sure. Had him under pressure there.
So,
I've got you, man.
Ebbw Vale with the majority of possession. Nothing to show. No score. 12 and a half minutes.
We're going to change lane. We've got to stay tight. They're coming in.
Something on here. Alex Howes goes as the +1, but Aberavon get a hand to it. Play on, says the referee. And Ebbw Vale regain it. John Evans has Lewis Young. Ever willing to carry. Harry Dring, the big tight head with a carry, but it's ripped away. And a flashback by James Davis to the short side. Has Liam Seaward on the outside, no support. Nice little kick, finds grass. Plenty of green shirts back there for Ebbw Vale.
Just hold, now you're on.
Well, that's a good kick in the end, coming in from fullback Carrick McDonough. And lovely rip coming in there on big Harry Drain. And
the line is yours. Okay?
Good flashback from outside half, James Davis.
Line is yours.
Yeah, James Davis has been a great addition, hasn't he, to Aberavon this year. I think he's Aberavon's top point scorer at the moment this year. But great rip there by hooker Cameron Lewis, and well played from Aberavon.
Okay, nice dink, but McDonough did so well to read that. It found grass again.
Penalty advantage.
Caused some problems, but there's a penalty advantage.
Where is it, mate?
I think somebody might just well have been in front of the kicker. Yeah. And John Evans looks to go quick. He wants to get this scoreboard going. Bradley Roderick could be in some trouble here.
Yes. Knock on off red, second off green.
Just a knock on by the centre. Now, with John Evans tapping that ball, Shuan, as soon as he runs 5 metres, offside lines are gone,
Yeah, as soon as he runs 5 metres, all offside lines are out the window and they're gone. It's a free-for-all. But what Ebbw Vale are trying to do here now, they're trying to pick the pace up the game. 15 minutes in, no points been scored. They're going to try and pick up the tempo and impose their game plan and their threats all over the park. It's been a bit of a slow start, really, for both sides, with not much happening apart from in the middle third of the field.
You saw a shot of Jason Hyatt and Mark Breeze there. Aberavon coaching staff, they'd be pretty pleased with the start that their team has made.
Not
15 minutes gone.
Both on the same. Just a
No real threat coming from either side, as Shuan rightly says.
Sorry.
Unfortunately for us, all the players been in this middle third, Shuan, between the 10 metres, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all been in this area. We've had probably 2 line breaks, and that's been about it. But like you said, seeing Jason Hyatt, he'll be happy because they conceded so many points last week. They've obviously worked hard on their defence, and I'll be honest, they look comfortable when defending. So they must have worked hard on that and their connections and their one-on-one shots, and they'll be pleased with that defensive shift so far in the first 15 minutes.
Yet another scrum then.
Play away, please. Play away.
This time, John Evans wants a feed from Alex Howes, who goes himself. Good carry, and Evans is right on his shoulder. The offloading game now coming in. Lewis Young links up. Carrick McDonough, danger man at fullback. 7th season at Ebbw Vale, and here they come. The Steelmen.
Good work. He's rolled away.
Evans to big Dylan Bartlett. Former Cardiff Met. Second row.
Let's keep on
A
side.
good season last year. There he is again. Good engine on him, but he's well marshalled this time by Rhys Thomas.
Hold.
Drain. Hungry for the ball. Evans, it's on a plate for him. Ebbw Vale building around the corner. Deep into Aberavon's 22. Penalty coming up, not rolling away.
You've got advantage, 9.
Franchi, the captain. And slowly but surely, there he is again. Bartlett.
Great shot.
If you want it, you can have it. Just tell me.
Evans, try the little dummy. Aberavon were waiting for that. Dom Franchi now. Brother of captain tonight. Aberavon just holding out at the moment. Playing the tight game, Ebbw Vale. Playing the advantage. Aberavon's defence holding firm.
You're holding him in. I'm not penalising that.
Slow ball for Evans now. Always has a little look. Good carry coming in from outside centre, Ethan Phillips. And the referee goes back for the penalty. And I just wonder, there's been a few penalties now, Shuan, whether he'll have a word with Stefan Roux shortly about the number of infringements.
Yeah, no doubt he will. And as we speak about discipline and infringement, there's a bit of a scrap going on out there. But you could see exactly what Ebbw Vale were doing there. They were using their forwards. They were actually didn't have much field coverage. They were in a tight space. And to be fair, Aberavon must have done their homework. They kept tight and they were making big collisions in that area. Ebbw Vale really struggling to get over the gain line in that tight space. So,
thank you.
Interesting call here. Gone scrum. Exactly what. Probably most, if you're not going to go for points in that middle part of the field, it's really hard to defend from that position with having a scrum there.
Yeah, Captain Joe Franchi making a bit of a statement here.
5 was trying to roll away.
Easy 3 points turned down. Clear what Ebbw Vale are after. Not many better attacking positions than a midfield scrum. 5 metres out. The only problem here is that Alex Howes will probably fancy his chances. John Evans will fancy his chances. And Evan Lloyd will want it at 10. Carrick McDonough lines up behind Lloyd, directly behind the scrum.
Just time off. Just you two come here.
Scrum's a bit of a mess, the last few.
You're not going to step off.
Referees had
you're going to take some weight off.
Pull it up.
We're going to hit and we're going to hold on the mark. Yeah. We're not going to step either way. Let's go, the both of you.
He's clear there. Well, he needs to see better pictures there from the front row. We don't want scrum resets all afternoon, and I'm sure the players don't want it, especially the backs with how cold it is, that's standing around out there in the field.
Here it comes then. It's another good scrum from Ebbw Vale, applying the pressure.
Let's play away.
Evans has a little dart himself. Not held. Didn't quite get over the scrum half. Now it'll be the forwards. The drive coming in. Referee's on the spot. Half put his arm up.
Thank you, I can see. I can see.
It is Owen Conker, I think, the sixth, only 18 years old, asking the referee politely.
Thank you.
And the try is given. In the end, well, he was very polite about it, the young blindside flanker. And Owen Conker, he was one to watch, part of an initiative with Christ College Brecon, and he's made his mark early now in this game, Siwan.
Yeah, it was a great finish, to be fair for him. Looking at him, seeing him play, you absolutely wouldn't think that he was only 18 years old. But good there from Jonathan Evans, and then obviously the Ebbw forwards doing the work. And, you know, Conker has a job to do there. There's Aberavon, red shirts all around him, but spots a gap, very tight to the ruck, but showing his physicality and his ability to score tries when it counts.
Evan Lloyd slots the conversion, 7-0 Ebbw Vale. Let's go down to Lauren Jenkins.
Dwi'n ma gyda mi'r walgi o garfan Glenebwy, wel sy'n rhan o'r garfan estynedig, a wel mae'ch blaenwyr wedi bod yn creu argraff trwy gydol y tymor, a ni'n gweld fyna eto.
Ie, fi'n credu maen nhw wedi dechrau'n gryf fel ni'n disgwyl. Ni wedi chwarae yn yr ardal cywir a cael y gwobr o pwyntiau nawr gyda cais fyna, so dechrau da.
Oes cynllun dactegol I heno?
Dim byd yn newid I ni, really. Ni treul chwarae yn yr ardaloedd cywir, hynny yw twod lawr yn ochr nhw, neu hanner nhw y cae. Ac a gofrodi nhw I wneud camgymeriadau neu ennill cic y gosb yn ardal nhw.
A mae yna gyfle heno I fynd gyfartal ar bwyntiau gyda Llanymddyfri a frig y tabl. Chi di trafod hynny o gwbl?
Na, dim gormod Ni'n treul rhoi'r ffocws ar ni'n hun a just wneud y job sydd gyda ni fan hyn. Ni'n gwybod fod Aberavon di colli'n trwm wrthnos diwethaf, so bydd nhw mas I profi pwynt heno fi'n credu.
Mae pethau mynd yn go dda hyd yn hyn. Diolch am amser.
Diolch yn fawr.
Amir Jewawalji there, just saying Ebbw Vale are trying to force Aberavon into mistakes. They're just taking one game at a time. Not talking about potentially going top of the division, but their intent has been pretty clear. That's gone forward, but another penalty. And it's the story of the night so far. Aberavon penalties, and exactly what Amir Jewawalji was saying there, Siwan. It's working.
Yeah, it is working. You know, what's that penalty count now against Aberavon? It's pretty high, and forcing Aberavon to make mistakes, and that's exactly what they've done so far. So, you know, it's paying off at the moment. Ebbw Vale just 7 points up, but Aberavon pretty ill-disciplined at the moment, and I'm sure they're going to try and look to tighten up on that, because it's cost them the 7 points so far.
The thing is, a lot of the infringements are around this middle third where there's no real danger, not on quick ball, just silly penalties. Jason Hyatt will have something to say about that. As Amir Jewawalji we just heard from in the stand, keeping warm, as are the fans at the Talbot Athletic Ground.
Yeah, you're right, Sean. It's almost as if they're panicking in that middle third, forcing, thinking they've got to create that team over, but they're comfortable in defence, so stay disciplined in that area.
Competitive in the lineup from Smallman again, but Ebbw Vale seemed to be getting it back. Alex House had a lot of involvement. Ben Gregory eventually gets him down in his first season, former Swansea University captain, playing an open side for Aberavon. And now the Ebbw Vale forwards try to construct something, maybe suck in this red and black defence a little bit to create an edge. Good clean out coming in. Got to watch John Evans. He's so lively. Lovely link up. Talbot Bartlett has been everywhere, the second row. Steph Andrews somehow picks it up and clears it, but he hasn't found touch. And Ebbw Vale can come again. Jordan Thomas on the left wing. Jay Baker muscles him towards the touchline. The flag goes up. And it's that man, John Evans, again. You have to watch him around the fringes.
Yeah, he's definitely Ebbw Vale's danger man, isn't he? Couple of line breaks now for him. He's an absolute threat off the back of the scrum, around the contact area. And there he is. He's there, Ebbw Vale, danger man, pulling the strings from 9, but also pulling his forwards into the game when he needs to. Really important player.
Yeah, exactly. It's a polite way to do it.
Well, we have some Indigo Premiership coming up for you. We have Bridgend against Newport. That's on the 14th of December. Cardiff play Pontypridd, and that's on the 23rd. And I'll be all the way up the north in RGC Christmas time. Really looking forward to that. Always get a great welcome up in Colwyn Bay. Here come Ebbw Vale again, the big peel off the back. Oh, that's a great carry. Evans now having a field day. There's the captain, Joe Franchi. Rodri Hughes in tandem with the tackle. But it's all Ebbw Vale now. It looks ominous for the Wizards. The pick and go. That's gone loose. And a penalty the other way this time.
He's off his feet.
Well, that'll be welcome relief. For all love, no money, you'd feel Ebbw Vale were going to score again.
Yeah, you did feel that. Ebbw Vale getting up into Aberavon's 22. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time shown, and 3 times they somehow coughed it up. So they'll be frustrated with that. Maybe their fingers are numb out there tonight with this cold weather. Oh, I missed touch.
It's a missed touch. Harry Rees-Weldon with his first touch in his first season. Former Gwen College man. He's got 3 tries this season. Evan Lloyd ships it. Ethan Phillips keen to get his hands on it as well. Franchi goes to play scrum half. Guess who? Dylan Bartlett playing like an outside centre, not a second row out there. Franchi, lots of carries from the captain. Ripped again in the contact. And Aberavon have done so well in that department.
Yeah, very good. That's a lot of turnovers from rips in the tackle area.
Advantage over for the knock-on.
Long kick from Davis. Oh, and that's got a favourable bounce. Aberavon forwards will love seeing that. They surely will find
Just
touch. Well, commentator's curse. Now then, what can Andrew Waite do? The number 8 loves it in open space. On the hoof up to halfway. Seaward. Ebbw Vale are short the numbers on this side. Plenty of red shirts. And Seaward taps and goes. Down the short side. Now here's a chance. Thomas, J. Baker, no clean
Open play.
Pair of heels there. And knocked on again. Lewis Young. And just a little messy. And just for a moment there, that ball had come out quickly from Seaward. Aberavon had numbers on this side.
Yeah, definitely. You know, good alertness to go fast and spot there was space, but probably carried a little bit too much, drifting across field, eating up the space, allowing Ebbw Vale's defence to get across field. This man's only going one way, isn't he? Straight through the middle. How many times have we seen him in open play now, carrying the ball? But here he goes. Here's Seaward. Got the quick tap. Off he goes, and there's space out there. But as you see, probably steps twice too many across field, allowing Ebbw Vale to cover that space.
I'm not going to go after it. They've got.
But good urgency from the Aberavon 9.
Plenty of gas on that side with Jay Baker sporting some lovely turquoise boots this evening.
Then it makes it clearer.
And you see him in open space, then it's something to behold. But
scrum your ball,
as you say, Shuan just pushed to the touchline there. Space was taken up. There's Joe Franchi, the Ebbw Vale hooker and captain. And we've got some junior rugby coming up as well. Rugby Pawb, the final of the Welsh Schools and Colleges League, coming up next week. And we've got some joyous Aberavon fans.
Someone's in the Christmas spirit already.
Yeah, they are. Christmas hats and Christmas beards and nail varnish.
Best tune in the world. They're having a good time anyway, Sean.
Yeah, well, it's a good time to sell bobble hats, I know that.
There's not many people out tonight without a hat on their head, that's for sure.
And we've managed to find the coldest part of the ground, Sean. right up on the gantry, but we've got the best view.
Most definitely I've got the best view. Full pitch view. Lucky I've got my layers on tonight.
Yep. Essential. And Aberavon have a scrum. That's a rarity in this first 27 minutes. Just the one score. And indeed, Aberavon get the penalty. Chance here now then to get into the Ebbw Vale 22, probably for the first time in anger.
One down to his knee.
Yeah, interesting. I'm sure what happened then. It was a stern blow of the whistle by the referee. I think his AR the other side must have seen something. Couldn't see what happened from here, but didn't see the scrum go down. So I'm not sure what happened there with that scrum, but a great kick actually. Good touch finder there. Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
There we are. Knee to
Davis,
floor.
yeah, knee to floor. And what a kick, you rightly say, Sean, by James Davis. Puts Aberavon right in the corner. And this is something that the Aberavon faithful are used to seeing. What a break coming off the back. And what a score. The first time Aberavon have been in the Ebbw Vale 22. A line out, a maul, off comes Cameron Lewis, the hooker, in clear space, and he makes it over the line, no problem. And Aberavon are all of a sudden right back in this one.
Yeah, really good stuff there by the Aberavon forwards and Cam Lewis. Good line out. Driving maul. Cam Lewis, look, this wasn't pre-planned, but does exceptionally well. He gets himself into a brilliant position at the back of that maul, spots the space. Here he goes. He knows that the maul has changed. Ebbw Vale players are all around the side, and that's a great finish. Gets in a nice low position and makes sure he gets over that whitewash.
Davis to square things up. Just goes across the face, so Aberavon back in it. Let's get down. Again to Lauren Jenkins.
I don't know, with ffindo Karen, mae'r het ma wedi denu fi. Karen, you've just told me you're normally in your full kit. Yeah. So what's that then? Because you're looking pretty good as you are.
Well, I always wear red in the winter anyway. So red's Aberavon, red and black. Have you seen my hair? There we are. Aberavon hair. And
the team's behind this hairstyle.
No, it's my hairstyle. It's natural, man. It's natural. Come on. No, I normally wear my Aberavon kit and everything, but it's too cold.
And how long have you been supporting them? How much do you enjoy in coming out? Because the cold has not kept you away.
Love it. I've been supporting them 4 seasons now. I know that's not long, but we only live up there, and we decided we got to pick a team.
Home and away we go.
Yeah, we go to every game, as long as we're not away in a motorhome. Oh, and the social, and the camaraderie in this club is just out of this world.
We need to get a hospitality box for you here to keep you a bit warmer.
No, I'm all right. We're sponsoring the game with all our friends over there. The last game of the season is under Ebbw. We'll be in the posh place then.
Fantastic. Thanks for your time.
Okay, we're good to go then, lads, yeah? Thank you.
Well, Siwan, this is my town, my former club, and what lovely people we've got.
Yeah, brilliant, absolute brilliant character. But I just want to know if you're going to dye your hair that colour next time you're down here at Aberavon, Sean.
I'd be worried of mine falling out, Siwan. While we were away, what a break there was. Brad Roderick just offloaded Steph Andrews, dinked the ball into the corner, and he was carried touching goal by an Ebbw Vale player, and now all of a sudden Aberavon are right on top.
Yeah,
scrum penalty, the last scrum they had, and they have the upper hand in this one. Andrew Waite, what's going through his mind? It's gone around.
We've just turned on the spot, lads. We're not going anywhere.
That scrum, the referee's looking at, he's thinking all of a sudden Aberavon have got the upper hand.
Yeah, definitely. Momentum has completely flipped, and like you said, whilst we were away, great counter-attack, great kick, and now Aberavon have got possession. Here it is in the corner of your screen. The counter-attack, and then the kick from Steph Andrews. Great foot race there, putting pressure on the Ebbw Vale defence, and carried out. But I think this is only Aberavon's second entry into the 22, and their conversion rate so far, 1 entry, 1 try before this point.
Well, Ebbw Vale have locked this one out. Out it comes. Bradley Roderick. Oh, just too intricate to play. Try to get it to Frankie Jones.
No.
And that's a bit of a wasted opportunity.
No, sorry.
Yeah, agreed. I think it was a pre-planned play. Frankie Jones was pretty tight to him. Defender was right in front of him. See the play here.
Lads, that's the scrum we want, okay?
Yeah, poor pass from Bradley Roderick. Frankie Jones just came off the gas a little, didn't he? And paid the penalty. Always feel in that position. Long time ago, I used to coach. You're better off going nice and short, getting your back row up on their feet again, into it.
Yeah, agreed. And that's a really tough skill, actually, Sean. Taking it that close to the gain line, the defence is up on there. If that pass isn't 100% on the money, it's a really tough pass to make. And like you say, wasn't the best pass. Therefore, it was a hard gather for Frankie Jones.
Yeah, if you're going to go a 2-pass chain, or in that case, a 3-pass chain, and the front line off a scrum, then you have to get your skills spot on. And Aberavon paid the price, and now Ebbw Vale have a chance to clear their lines. Just rocked a little bit, Ebbw Vale, by that Aberavon score. Great carry from Alex Howes, couldn't be held by Lewis Young. And now Aberavon all of a sudden have come alive. James Davis, they're trying to get Jay Baker in a bit of space, but Ebbw Vale are well aware of the threat he poses. Back now to Smallman. Big man carries, 2 men from Ebbw Vale bring him down. Seaward, Rodri Hughes led the team out, 100 appearances. Steph Andrews back inside now. Baker has a bit of space. If he can just get his foot in, this guy can shift. Lovely step. Has support coming up from James Davis. No other red and black shirts there though. Referee has his arm out. First time we've really seen Jay Baker in a bit of space. Seaward goes again. He's on his own. Links up this time with Ben Gregory, and the penalty goes the other way.
He's not the tackler.
Aberavon players hands on hips, and I just feel, Shuan, that Liam Seaward is not quite on the same page as his other players.
No, agreed. Often he's quick tapping, not always is it on. He was on his own a little bit there. But that's a great break, isn't it? Really good. Looking for his connections. James Davis is there. You know, Ebbw Vale do really well. And here we go. Here's the penalty. No one's really with Seaward. Here he goes on his own. Ben Gregory's there, but just kind of dies in the contact, turns on his side. Easy for the Ebbw Vale player to get over. Ebbw Vale's energy and urgency, a bit more than Aberavon's there. But Aberavon don't need to panic. Seaward doesn't need to take a quick tap every time. They scored off the last driving maul.
Also making it hard for Ebbw Vale to win their own line out, competing. But Ebbw Vale do have it. Evans sneaks down Seaward this time. Watches his opposite number.
Just in the tackle. It's knocked on into
all of a sudden, the first 20 minutes is all Ebbw Vale, but this has become a real contest now.
It has been a contest. 5-7, 35 minutes played.
Do you want to move, lads?
Both teams looking to play fast. Both teams have a good set piece, good line out, but I'm not 100% sure what's going on with the scrum. It seems to be back and forth, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there.
3.5.
Yeah, it's a good battle between both eights. So you see Morgan Davis there, the Ebbw Vale loose head. There's Rhys Thomas, the former Taibach man and Wales under-20 for Swansea, and Coventry in the English Championship. Jonathan Evans into the scrum. Ebbw Vale on top in this one. Yeah, they split Aberavon, and it's a free play. Evan Lloyd, lovely drift on the pass from Ethan Phillips. He's got through. Roderick just gets back and gets him. Does well the inside centre.
No advantage, we're cutting back.
Back we go for the penalty at the scrum, but Ethan Phillips really showing the threat he has in that outside centre channel.
Yeah, it's really good, wasn't it? That drift out, that straightener, that outward arc. a huge threat. And do you know what I really enjoy about Ebbw Vale actually is their offloading game. They want to keep the ball alive. You know, it hasn't stuck as much as it has this season, maybe this evening. But they make a line break, they're always looking for that offload, keeping the ball alive. They don't die on the ball, and that's great spectator rugby and a great game to watch.
Just time off.
Well, Jason Strange has done a good job at Ebbw Vale. In fact, a lot of the Gwent sides doing well in the Indigo Premiership this year. Just Llandudno alone from the west, if you like, in the top 4. And they've got the support. There's plenty of Steelmen bobble hats here at Aberavon. Get the best corned beef pie, chips and gravy in the league here, and I'm obviously biased about that. Again, spoiled in the line-out. Aberavon doing a great job in the line-out, Siwan. You know, Rodri Hughes and Shay Smallman competing at every Ebbw Vale line-out.
Yeah, they're getting up in the right spot. They're getting up in front of the Ebbw Vale player. They're doing a good job there. Obviously done their homework, worked hard on line-out defence this week. Getting up in the right places. It's quite a difficult thing to defend a line-out. Got to be alert, got to be on your toes. Timing's really important. But Aberavon getting high reward there, and a lot of change there tonight.
Seawood didn't look that straight, but referees don't seem to be too worried about that. Ebbw Vale with a secondary shove. Davis happy to pump this on the reverse, actually. What a kick that is from the outside half against the grain. He picked his head up, knew what he wanted to do. And that's a great kick from the outside half.
Yeah, that was a great kick by James Davis. Interesting to see what Ebbw Vale do in the line out now.
Go,
Their success stats can't be up high tonight. I reckon Aberavon have managed to spoil at least half of them, and they're interesting. They've gone to a 4-man option.
That says a lot. Yep, they've gone pretty flat at the front, and it's worked. John Evans back to Evan Lloyd. He goes long. Played onside the forwards by the winger. Bamfield, an ugly-looking kick, but it could be effective. Wow, was that touched? We'll find out now. Yeah. Bamfield follows up well, but here goes McDonough. He's got wheels. Jay Baker and Bradley Roderick just shepherd him towards that touchline. Flag goes up. Good defence. Bamfield chased up his own kick. And slowly but surely, Aberavon are getting well into this game at the end of the first half.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's been a half of 2 halves, really. It was Ebbw Vale the first 20, and I think the last 15-20 minutes has been Aberavon.
Last play now.
Carrick, McDonough does well on the counter-attack, but is high, and Aberavon defensively get under him and carry him to touch.
Here's the maul from Aberavon. They've scored from one driving maul. Hooker, Cameron Lewis. And they're still going. Same maul, says the referee, but
it was same maul until 2 is disconnected and then gone back in.
He then says that Cameron Lewis has disengaged, and that will be the final action of the first half. Not a high-scoring affair at the Talbot Athletic Ground, but a keen contest. Ebbw Vale going ahead, and we're well on top. And Owen Conker try close to the line, but the riposte coming in from Aberavon. Cam Lewis, the hooker, getting their score. Misconversion, but at the half-time break, it's Aberavon 5, Ebbw Vale 7.
Joe, first of all, holding your shoulder, how are you feeling?
Fine, just a little bit of a knock. 8 carries hard, isn't he? Big boy. So yeah, all good, but all good.
It's a pretty tight game, 7-5. What do you need to do in the second half to make sure you come away with a win?
I think we had good amounts of territory, good timing in 22. Just last sort of 5-10 metres, just seem to be knocking the ball on, not looking after it properly. Probably that second late supporting. So if we can line that out second half, I'm confident we can keep Aberavon in bad spots, keep hold of the ball, and then convert some points.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I'll let you go back in. Nice one. Thank you. Cheers, buddy. Yeah. Should.
Right, wel, fe all Jonathan Evans a'n agos, ond Owen Conker plymio'r drosodd ar gyfer cais gynta'r gêm, a wedyn gaethon ni, wel, un cyfle a un cais yn y diwedd i Aberavon. Dwi'n meddwl dyna oedd y tro cyntaf nhw fe mewn i'r ddwy ar hugen a fe sgorio nhw gyda'r cyfle yna. Felly dim lot yn ddi o gwbl. Aberavon yn edrych mai hael fuddugoliaeth yma ar faes y Talbot Athletic. A mae pethau'n argoelin dda i'r tîm cartre. Siwan Lillycraft newydd ymuno fi. Gweithio'r ffaith bod y ddau dîm wedi croesi yn y diwedd. Dwi'n meddwl hanes yr hanner yw esgyl ystod. Sawl y ddau wedi gwastraffu cyfleoedd. A mae eisiau Mike yn y ti, felly dyma ni.
Diolch yn fawr, diolch. Ie, mae dwy tîm wedi. Teimlo fel mod e wedi bod yn hanner o dwy hanner. Hanner cyntaf oedd e'n gyd Glynebwy a wedyn Aberavon yn dod mewn i'r gêm ac yn neud o beryg o dda. Mae meddiant gyda'r Aberavon nawr ac yn gallu teimlo nhw yn ymosod yr erbyn Glynebwy ac falle cyfle arall, falle dyl nhw wedi cymryd ar diwedd y hanner cyntaf yna.
Gewn ni Mike i ti nawr, ond dyma ni gymryd yn ôl am y foment. Achos wnaethon ni ofyn i chi cyn y gêm pwy oedd yn mynd i ennill, a dyma y canlyniad. Wnaethoch chi pleidleisio ar trydar, a dwi'n meddwl oherwydd ei safle yn y tabl, Glynebwy oedd y ffefrynnau gyda 62% o'r pleidlais. Ond Ifan Phillips, be nes di o'r hanner? Achos mae Aberavon di dod i gystadlu, mae'n dangos.
Ie, heb dwt, maen nhw dymas a maen nhw wedi cystadlu a fi'n credu cywirdeb y ddoi tîm sydd wedi gadael nhw lawr pan maen nhw'n mewn i'r dwy ar hugen. Mewn i'r dwy ar hugen, Glynebwy with cyfnod o amddiffyn Aberavon yn wych chwarae teg, ond just rhyw fetr neu ddoi yn bring o'r llinell gais a Glynebwy yn gollon o bêl. A wedyn ail cyfle gyda Aberavon a o'r sgrym, o'n i'n Brodley Roderick yn cario'r bêl. Just yn mynd rhy agos i'r llinell amddiffynol, fi'n credu fyna. So nhw wedi cael lot o cyfle gyda'r bêl yn ei ddwylo, felly mae nhw'n rhoi rhywbeth o target, cario'n gryf a gael y blaenwyr rown y cornel yn treol, rhoi y pas yn dyn iawn i'r llinell amddiffynol a just yn gollon y bêl. So fi'n credu y negeseuon yn ystafell newid just bu y cywirdeb pan maen nhw yn cyrraedd mewn i'r dwy ar hugen, i'r ddoi dîm.
Gewn ni cybolwg ar gyfle cynta Glynebwy, bylchiad Jonathan Evans, a weles i hwn, a ni'n dechrau meddwl, reit, fydd hwn yn falle arwydd o'r hyn sydd i ddod.
Ie, fi'n teimlo hwnna hefyd. O Seawood yn rhy ffordd o'r sgrym fanna a wedyn Glynebwy yn ymosod. Fi'n licor y ffordd maen nhw'n dadlwythor, maen nhw'n cadw'r bêl i fyw edrych ar pas hynna. Maen nhw'n symud y bêl yn arbennig o dda ac yn defnyddio'r traed. Ond o fi'n teimlo fod Aberavon wedi amddiffyn yn arbennig o dda. Siŵr o fod maen nhw wedi bod yn gweithio ar hynny wythnos yma ar ôl y sgoriad yn erbyn Caerdydd wythnos diwethaf. Ond maen nhw'n edrych yn cyfforddus iawn yn yr ardal hynna.
Dyna fi o ti moyn gweld gwelliant yno. Owen Conker yn croesi yn y diwedd a'r blaenwyr yn gosod y platfform.
Ie, heb dod, cobeth mae Glynebwy yn gryf iawn a na pam nhw wedi cael llwyddiant. Fel nath Siwan sôn, mae gêm dadlwytho nhw wedi bod yn wych. Maen nhw'n mynd dros y llinell fantes na a maen nhw'n cael y bêl yn rhydd a cael y gêm dadlwytho nhw'n mynd. A pan maen nhw'n mynd mewn i'r dwy ar hugen, mae'r gêm bwer na'n dod mewn. Mae'r blaenwyr yn dod rown y cornel. Ni'n gweld y mewnwr, sawl gwaith ni'n gweld y mewnwr yn neud bylchiad. Mae'n neud hanner bylchiad yn un. Digon i gael Aberavon ar y drod ôl a trael signo nhw mewn a wedyn fel wnaethon ni sôn am Owen Conker ar dechrau'r gêm yn cario'n gryf, crwtyn ifanc a mae fe'n bendant i sefyll mas i Ebbw Vale gyda'i bêl yn ei ddwylo.
Nes i gyrraedd yn y diwedd. Aberavon yn bwrw nôl, bron o fod yn syth, ond o'n i'n gwylio'r gêm o'r hanner madd yn teimlo fel dyna oedd ei mynediad cyntaf i'r ddwy ar hugen.
Ie, fi'n teimlo oedd e'r mynediad cyntaf nhw i ddwy ar hugen, ond nhw'n clinegol pan dath nhw'n yna. Ti'n gwybod, llinell, lain arbennig o dda fyna gan Aberavon, a ti'n gwybod, y patience fan hyn, ti'n gallu gweld bod y môl wedi symud o gwmpas ac gorffeniad arbennig o dda fan hyn gyda Aberavon. First phase, entry cyntaf nhw a nhw dod i ffwrdd gyda pwyntiau.
Ie, fi'n credu gyda Cameron Lewis yn darllen rhan yn wych, achos na beth sy'n neud y penderfyniad yn rwydd i Cameron Lewis i torri off o gwt y sgarmes na. Mae Joe Franchi bachwr Ebbw Vale, mae fe'n bwrw'r sgarmes mydol a sy'n creu y gwagle na ar gwt y sgarmes. Felly Cameron Lewis yn darllen rhan yn wych a mynd dros am y cais.
Nifer wedi dod i weld y rygbi, ond digon hefyd wedi dod mae heno i brynu burger. Gethon ni curry and chips, do? Gethon ni croeso da.
Pa'n dweud wrth pawb.
Fwy braf yn Aberavon, sa'i weithio chi na. Ond dyna ni, mae fwy braf ar draws y wlad a mae digon o rygbi i ddod yn ystod mis Rhagfyr. 3 gêm cyn y flwyddyn newydd.
Yr Indigo Prem ar S4C. Pen y bont yn erbyn Casnewydd.
Caerdydd yn erbyn Pontypridd.
RGC yn erbyn
Caerdydd.
Wel, ni'n edrych mlaen yn fawr ein taith ni lan i fai colwyn ar ôl Nadolig, ond bydd Rygbi Gogledd Cymru ddim yn chwarae penwythnos yma, achos mae ei gwrthwynebwyr Pontypool wedi ffeindio rheng flaen i gystadlu. Felly mae'r gêm wedi gorfod cael ei gohirio, dyn ni ddim yn gwybod to os fydd Pontypool yn cael ei cosbi. Ond mae'n siom enfawr yn diwedd Siwan i'r gyngor i weld hwn yn digwydd.
Ie, mae'n siom, oherwydd mae'r cystadleuaeth hon yn yr un fwyaf yn y gyngraen. So, felly mae'n siomedig i gweld tîm o'r safon uchaf o clwb rygbi yn Cymru ddim gallu rhoi front row allan. So, fi'n disappointed ac bydd RGC yn gutted hefyd bod nhw ddim yn teilio lan o'r penwythnos yma.
Ie, achos y gêm gyntaf, y gêm gartre ola nhw yn y gyngor cyn Dolig, a fe welson ni Pontypool yn beirniadu beddau yn y bencampwriaeth am gorfod canslo gêm yn ei herbyn nhw, a maen nhw nawr wedi derbyn beirniadaeth. Byw dy farn di, Fan?
Ie, maen nhw nawr yn yr un sefyllfa a wyn nhw'n conan yn beth i beddau llynau, felly mae'n sefyllfa eitha lletwydd i nhw i fod yn don. Ie, fel Siwan i weid, mae'n hynod o siomedig, achos cwr lefel ucha just o dan y gêm proffesiynol, felly bydde ti'n disgwyl bydde chwaraewyr a reng flan a digon o chwaraewyr yn digon parod i ware a bydde digon o dyfnder gyda'r tîmoedd yma, ond mae reng flan, maen nhw yn Goldust, mae'n enwedig propiau, mae'n anodd iawn i gallu ffeindio falle propiau sy'n falle chi moyn ware ar y lefel a sy'n gyda digon o gallu i ware ar y lefel na, achos chi ffili taflu'n drwy'n mewn ar y lefel ma, achos mae fe'n uchel enwedig yn y safle na, mae diogelwch chwaraewyr yn y mewn iddo. Ond, fel ydych chi sôn, hynod o siomedig a gen i fel falle dyle nhw gael ei chosbi achos ni.
Ie, byddwn ni yn clywed lot fwy am hwn dros y penwythnos. Ddim gêm yn Rygbi Gogledd Cymru, ond mae yna gemau yn y bencampwriaeth rygbi unedig. Mae'r gweilch yn gorfod teithio ar Eidal. Mae Ifan Phillips hefyd yn teithio ar Eidal i weithio ar y gêm na. Fi glywch chi fe. Mas yn Benetton nos Sadwrn am y Caerdydd yn croesawu'r Scarlett. Felly cyfle i gweld y gêm na yn ei chyfanrwydd nos Sadwrn am 9:45. Right, ond mae amser yn hedfan yn barod am cais y mis yn barod a o'r rediadau unigol i gicio bach clyfar, dyma'ch 4 opsiwn.
Jarvis, mae allan i nhw, unwaith eto, mae'n ddigon o wachle. Mahoney, ydy o'n mynd i fynd yr holl ffordd i hyd, y dacl ddim yn llwyddiannus. Joel Mahoney yn gwenu o glust i glust.
Harry Dole yn casglu'r gic i'r ochr gamu unwaith. Digon o wagle tu ôl yr amddiffyn y gic. Simon Adlam i nôl mewn i Harry Dole yn torri drwy'r dacl cyntaf. Walker Price yn dod nôl i drio taclo. Mae'r bêl nôl tu mewn i bwy arall. Ond Lee Rees i sgorio unwaith eto i lan ymddyfru. Morgan Allen yn cario i Gaerdydd, ond y bêl yn tasgu fyny. Frankie Jones bellach, gwrth ymosodiad. 3 erbyn 2 allan i'r asgell bellach. Chris Banfield nôl tu mewn, Goodchild a Pollock yn ceisio amddiffyn. Mae'r gic drwy bwlch, mae Pollock yn mynd yn ôl, pwys am gyrraedd y bêl gyntaf. Pollock yn ei chydig o gawl achoni. A James Davies yn cael y cais i Aberavon.
Swansea bron i dwy'n Rodri Davies. Davies wedi bylchu, edrych am gymor. Yn fynd i hun, bron am mynd o amgylch Phillips. Mae wedi wneud. A mae Rodri Davies wedi sgorio'r cais unigol anhygoel.
Hoff gais di, Siwan?
Mae'n anodd y gwed. Pedwar gais arbennig o dda fanna, ti'n gwybod safon y dda iawn. Ond fi'n credu yr un o penwthnos diwetha, falle Joel Mahoney i Aberavon. Ti'n oedd yn bach o team try a fi'n lygo hwnna pan mae Bill mynd fwy trwyddo dwylo llawer o chwaraewyr.
Dy'r cyhoedd ar y cyfan ddim yn cytuno dy ti, achos maen nhw wedi mynd am Rodri Davies o Gwyns Caerfyrddin, a fe welson i'r cais na o flaen ein camerau ni wythnos diwetha. Ond lle weithoch chi nawr bod Ifan Phillips ar fi'n cael gair gyda un o'r chwaraewyr.
Diolch i Lauren, 5-7 going into the second half. What was the messages in the change rooms?
Yeah, I think we're obviously tough Ebbw Vale side. They're coming around the corner quite hard. Very good ball carriers with the 8-pack in there. But yeah, we've got to stay in the fight, just work up the field a little bit more and be a bit more clever then in their 22.
Steph Andrews coming off injured. How much of a loss is he?
Oh, he's a massive loss. You know, he's an absolute brilliant person to have in the team. He's the captain today. But we've got a youngster coming on, Scott Denelvo, and he's equally as talented as well. So we're hoping for some good things from him today as well.
Perfect. Thank you very much and all the best. Thank you.
Amser i ni fynd ôl at ein tîm sylwebu. English language commentary will come from Sean Holly and Siwan Lillycrap. Yn y Gymraeg, Ifan Phillips yn cadw cwmni i Rhysap William.
Start of the second half then. Slender lead for Ebbw Vale. 7 points to 5, and as we heard from Chris Davis there, young Scott Del Nebo on for captain Steph Andrews. Young Cardiff Academy player, Llandaff RFC. Exciting young talent. He's wearing 17 for Aberavon.
Tackle!
And Ebbw Vale, I'm sure, will rue the missed chances they had in the first half. We heard the end of the first half from captain Joe Franchi. Just knocked the ball on in the Aberavon 22 a bit too much as Liam Seward goes to the air. Opposite number, Jonathan Evans collects well. Here's Alex Howes. He had a lot to say in terms of his ball carrying in the first half. Now Ebbw Vale start in the second half like they did the first, on the front foot. Harry Dring, big tight head with a rumble. That's just gone backwards from Evans. Rhys Weldon, but fleet of foot from the winger. And they build again. Morgan Davis, the loose head. And there's that man, Shea Smallman. Had a good first half. He stolen the ball. Aberavon were good on the rip. And James Davis, that's not his best kick. He has kicked well tonight. But a chance here for Jordan Thomas. Good follow-up from Bradley Roderick. Lively inside centre. Drain again. Has to offer himself the tight head. Not the most dynamic of carriers, but he gets through some work. Evan Lloyd charged down. A lot of red and black shirts there. The hack forward by Rhys Thomas. Just loses his feet, Evan Lloyd. Was he tackled on the floor there? No, says the referee. And Ebbw Vale coming under a little bit of pressure. Evans is back there. Chooses to go back.
Just hold in front. Fall on.
For the kick, decent left foot peg, but Davis is there. Now then, Andrew Waite ships it on to Del Nebo, the youngster, on at half-time. Little chip over the top for Jay Baker. This good bounce for the winger. He's got it. Now if he gets it, he's got gas. He's only got the corner to run into. And Aberavon, all of a sudden, have taken the lead. The little try-scoring gesture from Jay Baker. And, well, Scott Del Nebo, first touch, the dink over the top, and Jay Baker does the rest.
Yeah, it was a good finish, wasn't it, in the end by Jay Baker. As the ball left the foot, I wasn't sure it was on. But Aberavon come out with confidence. Here it is, the crossfield kick. Jay Baker on the outside there. Great step back on the inside, and has got the gas to finish in the corner.
Well, the try scorer we can hear from, because Lauren is down there with Jay Baker.
Will he be in your way?
Jay, very quickly, what was that celebration all about?
It's about time. It's been a long time injured, so I'm back now.
About time you scored. There we are, dyna ni.
He's not shy of the camera, Jay Baker, is he? But what a good finish. A nice touch from Scott Del Nervo to have an assist, if you like. And that's what Jay Baker can do. About time, he says. He enjoyed that one.
Yeah, he did enjoy that one. Maybe it's the boots tonight that had an impact to that. But yeah, it was a well-taken try. And, you know, had a lot of work to do after gathering the ball. Good footwork. Great finished.
Great conversion coming in from James Davis. And a timely one.
Yeah. For me.
Here it is again. That off the left, off the right.
Very marginal.
And he finishes in style. And look at him, cool, calm, collected. And there it is. It's about time. He'd be pleased with that.
Good go whenever you want.
One thing about that celebration is then he's going to have a bit of a drought for a few weeks before he can use it again.
I'm sure he doesn't want to use it again now, though.
Backwards.
Andrew Waite spills it, but it's gone backwards, and down on it goes Dylan Bartlett. Very impressive young second row. And much like the first half, John Evans wanted to go.
Before I'd blown the whistle.
He knew the penalty was coming, but he
12,
tapped before the whistle was blown.
You've tapped it before I'd blown the whistle.
Silly penalty again for Aberavon. Just got into the lead.
I'll try it. Points?
Yeah. I've had coaches that have spoken about that. You know, you score the try, then you've got to cash the check. It's an easy giveaway. You've just got on the scoreboard, put some pressure on the opposition, and then you mess up the kickoff, which is very costly because Ebbw Vale could get Ebbw Vale back in the game here.
Well, here's a change in tact from Ebbw Vale. Somewhat shell-shocked. Jason Hyatt, a bit animated there on the touchline. He's sniffing a victory, Jason Hyatt, but Evan Lloyd has been asked to narrow the gap, and he's got it inside the right-hand upright. Good kick from the outside half, and it's 12-10 to Aberavon. And a change of tact there from Ebbw Vale, Siwan.
Yeah, it definitely is. Funny first half in front of the posts, didn't take the points, but probably the last 25 minutes has been Aberavon and Ebbw Vale now respecting them. No, it's not going to be an easy game for them. Aberavon have obviously done a lot of work and have come out much improved this week.
What a take. Have a guess. I've mentioned him so often. The flat pass from Bartlett, and he's following it up as well. Back goes James Davis. Donald is there. Luckily, Ben Gregory was there in the blue scrum cap. Justin Tipperick-esque. But Aberavon are back on their own line. And they have to now be patient and clear their lines. What a take from Dylan Bartlett. He's been head and shoulders literally above everybody else in this game. The chance down to Seawood's kick, but they were just offside. What a break from the second row.
Yeah, Bartlett's been outstanding this game so far, hasn't he? He's a big bloke, he can move, he can do a bit of everything, I think. But Ebbw Vale reinforcing pressure on Aberavon. Here he goes from the kick-off. You know, it's a good kick-off. Look at the height on that, but look at him get in the air. Look at that take. In behind the Aberavon defence then. And that pass was exceptional. He can do everything.
Well, we've got an interesting viewer on the English comms tonight, Siwan. One of my former players, Ben John, former Aberavon player. Ben, hope you're enjoying the game. What's your opinion on the game so far and our commentary? Drop us a line, Ben.
Don't be too harsh, Ben.
Crossing in the line out by Aberavon. They just can't now, after that Jay Baker try, they just can't get out of their own territory. They've been pinned back and giving silly penalties away again.
Yeah, Jason Hyatt will be really frustrated with that, because that's, since they scored the try, that's 3 penalties on the bounce in their own 22, you know. That's Aberavon will be disappointed, but this could now push Ebbw Vale 1 point ahead, and that is purely from ill discipline. There you go from the line out.
He took that extra step, then he went again.
You can see Referee wasting no time in blowing that up. Ebbw Vale players hands in the air from the off.
It's been pretty sharp on the technical penalties in the line-out, and Evan Lloyd, a carbon copy really of his kick just moments ago, and this time he's tugged it to the left. Well, he'd be so disappointed with that. It was literally
That's 9.
an exact kick that he had a minute ago, and that was a chance for Ebbw Vale to regain the lead.
Yeah, it was a missed opportunity. You can see him. He stood there and watched his kick for a while. He's disappointed with that. Just pulls it inside the nearest upright.
I just wonder, Siwan, the kick before just went inside the right-hand upright. We're right behind it, and maybe he thought, ooh, it was a little bit too close for comfort, but then overcompensated. Now he's going to go to the air. Alex Howes is chasing that one. Oh, he kept his eye on it. Young Scott Delnevo did superbly well, the young fullback. The counter-ruck comes in from Ebbw Vale, but Aberavon just about secure it. There's the hooker and try-scorer, Cameron Lewis, sporting the Movember tash. Slow ball.
No.
Scrum half works it back.
Back foot.
To the air, there's been a change at scrum half for Aberavon. It's pumped back downfield by McDonough. Tricky one for Andrew Waite. Does well. Passes infield to Delnevo. And he's got a decent kick on him, the young fullback, and he does well.
Yeah, that's a great kick under pressure there for Delnevo.
Aberavon on the line. Aberavon, the line is
Ebbw Vale's
yours.
chase was good. He's cleared to halfway, which has relieved some pressure there.
Aaron Hemmings is on for Aberavon, the young scrum half. We're in 16. Again.
Good contest back by Green.
Great compete in the line-out.
Okay, thank you.
Ebbw Vale have it.
Here.
Jay Baker.
Ooh. He has played the ball into you, which is a knock-on.
Bit of accidental obstruction and knock-on there. And again, Aberavon just cannot get out of their own half.
Right, Jay Baker's not happy with that one. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked all right from up here from me. I thought he tapped it back. Ebbw Vale having a tough time at the line out. Good little option here by John Evans, little dink over the top. But I thought, yeah, he just passed it back. Maybe it's on the second time. His first little hit back looks okay, but he hits it again. I don't know whether then Jay Baker's in front of him. Maybe that's what happened. Couldn't quite see from the angle up here.
Crouch.
Changes in the front row for Aberavon. The experienced Rowan Jenkins, 292 appearances. Geraint James, the two new props. And this will be about changing the picture for the referee more than anything, Chuan.
We need to be quicker.
In the scrum.
Yeah, not a bad option, you know, at the 52-minute mark as well. Front row replacement, fresh legs on, change the perception of the referee, change the picture. You know, it's a fresh start essentially then in the referee's eyes, so, you know, it's not a bad time to make those changes.
Joe Franchi, the captain, has come off as well, had an injury at half-time, and Ian Morris is on a hooker. Free kick to Ebbw Vale. The changes haven't worked just yet. Tap and go, Alex Howes looked lively. The tackle comes in from Ben Gregory. Evans pulling the strings. Well tackled by Rhys Thomas. Drain, well met. Now Ebbw Vale go to the pick and go. Rowan Jenkins on the short side. Groundsman here at Aberavon, so I'm sure he won't be checking the field. More worried about Ebbw Vale's attack at the moment. They go the same way, the pick and go. Now Evans goes a touch wider. Frankie Jones saw that one coming. Still with Ebbw Vale. Evans, always a threat, but Aberavon are aware of that now. So dangerous in that first half. Nice slow ball. He's showing a lot of respect to Aberavon now, Ebbw Vale. They've gone behind.
Yeah, they really tighten up, Sean, when they get into the 22. We see them move the ball quite a bit outside the 22, but when they're in there, they tighten right up. And I think Aberavon know what they're doing, because Aberavon always tighten up around that area then, and they're putting in big collisions. And again, another turnover in a crucial zone. But yeah, I don't know if it's Ebbw Vale showing respect, or they play and then when they're in the 22, right, we're going to tighten things up. But
it's not working, is it? You know, you have to say, it's drained very upright. Again, a lot of big tackles. Rhys Thomas has made. Rodri Hughes having a good game in his 100th appearance. And all of a sudden, you just sense Aberavon got the bit between their teeth. Another replacement, Andrew Waite, comes off. And Travis Huntley will come on in his first season. Osprey's Academy, Wales under-20s, back rower.
Yeah, the Aberavon back row has played well tonight, I think. You mentioned Rhys Thomas, he's been good, but Ben Gregory's putting some shots as well. And Andrew Waite did a good game carrying as well.
That's a pretty sharp blow of the whistle from the referee against tight head Geraint James, and that should be an easy 3 points for Evan Lloyd.
Yeah, there wasn't going to be any doubt for what they do this time. Lots of entries into the 22, but not had much opportunity to take point, or not taken the points that have been available. So I'm sure Ebbw Vale will go ahead here.
Well, if you watch the first 20 minutes, all the possession and territory really was with Ebbw Vale. They scored the first try, but give credit to Aberavon. They've come right back into this, scored 2 good tries of their own. But we seem to be looking left a lot from our gantry position, Siwan. It's been all Ebbw Vale since the Jay Baker try.
Yeah, it absolutely has. But you're right, Sean. We've got to credit Aberavon. I think they put in a good performance so far tonight. They just can't keep that pressure and sustain that pressure. And Ebbw Vale, to be honest, haven't been as clinical as they have been this season tonight so far. But we have a game on our hands, and I've really enjoyed it so far this evening.
Adam Court is now on a tight end in place of Harry Drain. Ewan McIntyre is wearing 23.
Hang on, 2 seconds, Mark. Have all of those come off? Mark, 2 seconds. I think we're missing one.
So both coaches ringing the changes. Tight game.
16, yeah. So
Jacob Malecki has come off.
Thank you.
Ebbw Vale had 16 players on the field then.
Oh,
referee
I've been there, done that. We had 16 on the field for an Ospreys Heineken Cup game, and I've nearly got in a bit of trouble. Lee Byrne took his too much time to get off the field. That's another story. Read the book. Ebbw Vale got a big kicking game, lots of kicking options. Del Nebo looks so comfortable since he's come on. And here we go. Wearing 21 for Aberavon is Travis Huntley. Smallman out the back, grabbed in the air by Bradley Roderick. It was meant for Del Nebo. Aaron Hemmings wearing 16.
Make sure we're back foot. Make sure we're back foot. 20.
Looks like the box kick is coming. High into the Talbot sky. Baker's under it, just gets shepherded away by John Evans. Retrieved by Ian Morris. No, it's anyone's game, this. It's a 1 point game. Who blinks first? When you got something like John Evans at 9, it's a big help.
Use it! Make sure we're behind, lads.
John Evans goes high. It's a kicking battle now. Donna misses that one, and it bounces into touch. That'll be an Aberavon throw. It is a case of who blinks first, Sean, isn't it?
it really is. And I feel like both sides are getting a bit frustrated, not really getting opportunities
Got a second row down in there.
that they'd normally have, and it's a tight game. I think Ebbw Vale aren't used to really having this situation the last few weeks, and probably some pressure on Aberavon given the season they've had so far, the start they've had so far. So they're sniffing a win here tonight, Aberavon.
Okay. Yeah, I've got the next one.
Well, I mentioned in the first half, big up-and-coming final at the Principality Stadium next Friday. It's Llandovery College against Ysgol Gyfun Glantaf. Next Friday, 7:15, tune in for that. I've been commentating on a lot of the rugby pub stuff. And very quickly, URC, Benetton against Ospreys. And the derby, Cardiff against Scarlett. Scarlett's desperate for a win. Dwayne Peel looking pretty forlorn in his press conferences this week. Aberavon, though, here at the Talbot Athletic, have a job to do. They have a penalty advantage. Bradley Roderick shaped the pass, does give it in the end to Davis. Out in the wide channel from that play. Banfield, lovely little dink from the winger. But no advantage from earlier. And is it a case, Siwan, of somebody who goes out to try and win it rather than not lose it?
Yeah, I know at the moment, I don't know what we're really getting. It's all in the mid-third year, quite a few infringements, I think, in the side there. The referee is indicating trying to throw big passes across the field. So I think it is a case of a team try and go out there and win this. But I couldn't call it at the moment, Sean.
No. It's going to take a missed tackle or a moment of genius, like we saw from Del Nevo and Jay Baker. Ebbw have ground themselves back into a 1-point lead. Young Travis Huntley wearing 21 is at the +1, they call it, the scrum half. And now he goes on to the ball. Aberavon forwards congregate around the big replacement. Ebbw have gone to ground, but on goes Huntley. He's tackled, Evans is over that ball, and it's another penalty advantage. Aberavon getting back on top, inside to Thomas. There's a lot of space over the far side of the field. If they choose to go there, it's another penalty advantage. Roderick tries the dink. Does it come off? He gets it back inside from a little pass. Here's the replacement scrum half, Aaron Hemmings.
Just time off.
But it's time off. Aberavon players celebrate.
Just time off.
Time is off. I think he wants a quick word, the referee, with his assistant.
I'm happy with the pass.
I think it looked like a try from me, Sean. I wasn't sure when Roderick put that kick in if it was the best option. But yeah, there it is.
Well, I think he asked his assistant just about the sidebar, the pass out of the cat flap from Roderick. We'll have a little look at it now, Siwan.
Yeah, here we go. Roderick, little grubber dink. It wasn't the best kick, but pays off. Really nice, like you say, Sean. Little cat flap, little out the back ball there from Roderick. The grubber wasn't the best, but he gets a second foot to it, second touch to it, that cat flap, that out the back. That's great skill and a great finish by Aberavon. Almost, as you say, Sean, is it the team that's going out there to attack, to win, that's going to come off better? And to be fair to Aberavon, they're trying stuff.
James Davis adds the extra point. Aberavon out to 19-13. Let's go down again to Lauren Jenkins.
Dyma gyda Steve Langley, hyfforddwr cynorthwyol y Glenebwy. Not much in it, but your reaction to conceding that one, a momentary switch off?
Yeah, I think walking down here, I sort of missed a little part of it, but I think a little lapse in defence allowed them in, and as you said, tight game, one score in it now, and yeah, big 25 minutes now for us.
Because we did see a positive reaction from yourselves almost immediately the last time you conceded. So what's needed now?
Yeah, I think a little bit more composure now and a bit of field position, and hopefully we can get that score back.
Steve, thanks for your time.
Cam Lewis. And Aberavon have a spring in their step. And we can just tell from the Ebbw Vale coaching staff, they're a little bit shocked. It's been a great season for Ebbw Vale, and Aberavon off the back of a 60-pointer in Cardiff last week just shows, you know, sides can beat each other in this Indigo Premiership. Hemmings doesn't find touch. Ebbw Vale now will have to come and play. 3 points isn't enough. They've taken the last 2 penalties to nudge themselves in the lead, but another try. 3 tries now to Aberavon, chasing a bonus point. But here come Ebbw Evans. Little slip pass. Not really going anywhere at the moment. Alex Howes has tried willingly all night. The number 8. Evans to Lloyd. Roderick up hard on the outside. And another penalty. Well, you feel, Shuan, that if there's anything going to shoot Aberavon in the foot, it's this amount of penalties that they give away.
Yeah, absolutely. It's their discipline. And just before that penalty, I was just going to say, I've been really impressed with Aberavon's defence. Again, they look comfortable. We're in that midfield, mid-third of the field. Ebbw Vale are going through the phases, but not really getting over the gain line, because Aberavon are comfortable in that defensive line. They're getting off the line and making physical, dominant shots and tackles.
The line is yours, okay?
And then
the line is yours.
Within that tackle, I believe, no release, so he goes to floor. But as a tackler, then you've got to show a clear release, but goes on the ball without showing the referee a clear release, and an easy penalty for Ebbw Vale to win.
Scruffy looking line out again for Ebbw Vale as we look at the table.
It's not straight first.
Well,
lads,
Vale sitting at the moment on a losing bonus point.
Scrum.
Yeah.
And there just seems, Sean, to be a bit of a gap emerging between 4th and 5th. Merthyr, 7 points. They do have a game in hand, so Merthyr, they could get on a bit of a run, could work their way into that top 4, but it looks pretty close.
Yeah, it does look pretty close, that top 4. And I know Ebbw Vale said they haven't looked at the table, they haven't looked at where they go tonight. But I guarantee you, in players' mind, in coaches' mind, you know you win tonight, you could end up top. So even though they may not have spoken about it, everyone, I'm sure, is aware.
Take him back!
Aberavon will have something to say about it, though, leading by 6 points. Here's the young winger, Harry Rees Weldon, and there's a mistake coming in from the former Gwent College man, Dragons Academy, in his first season at Ebbw Vale. His fellow wing Jordan Thomas has gone off, and Kieran Meek is on well in 22. He's gone to full-back, moving Carrick McDonough to the left wing. And Aberavon have a line out just inside Ebbw Vale's half. Tap back by Thomas, loose ball, nobody wanted it. Up steps Ben Gregory. Good carry from the open side. Hemmings just pulls out Rowan Jenkins, show and goal from the prop. Hemmings got a second touch, lovely ball placement, and Aberavon have the penalty.
You can't dive on.
Lovely little show and dart from Rowan Jenkins, the loose head.
Yeah, lovely. Really good ball movement there. Checked the defender. I think Aberavon is sniffing something here. Well, gone for the posts.
Well, if I was to use golfing parlance, Shua, it's so cold that I would use an extra club for this distance. And
13,
it's not an easy kick. It's a good distance. He has to strike this well, but he's pretty prolific. As we see Rowan Jenkins, his little dart in our screen.
13.
But he obviously fancies the chances.
Yeah, and they're probably looking at the scoreboard, thinking, you know, it takes them 9 points ahead. Ebbw Vale have to score twice, 14 minutes left. But then again, Aberavon's line out has functioned pretty well tonight. It's definitely had the upper hand on Ebbw Vale's.
Well, he had the distance, but didn't have the direction. Pretty much like my golf, but there's the Aberavon mascot. Well, at least he or she is warm in there.
I think the mascot is questioning the kick decision as well there.
Well, on the plus side, Aberavon will get the ball back and the clock has ticked. 6 point advantage. Travis Huntley, oh, just grabbed that at the second attempt. Looks for his kicker. James Davis goes high. Evan Lloyd, left-footed, charge down. Huntley chased up the kick superbly. And there's Rodri Hughes. Hemmings just caught. If he got that away, there were plenty of numbers. It goes that way anyway. Here's Smallman. Chance to build. Huntley, all action since he's come on. His first season, Wales under 20.
He's not on ball.
Hemmings. Owen Jenkins moves out of the way. Davis says, out of the way, I'm going to the air to Jay Baker and Scott Del Neville. Baker didn't really contest for it. And indeed,
you are not going to barge him off the ball.
I thought as much. Just
exactly.
a little nudge.
Here.
Whilst the ball was in the air, penalty to Ebbw Vale.
Number 14 taking him off of the ball.
It's getting tense, this.
It is getting tense. And I'm not sure how often Ebbw Vale have been in this situation all season.
Well, they lost to Pontypool away narrowly on the 2nd of November, but it's been all wins in recent weeks for the Steelmen. Conversely, Aberavon have lost their last 4 games, so this would be a welcome victory should it happen for Jason Hyatt's men.
Yeah, it really would. It would be a big, big win for Aberavon Wizards.
There it is again. They competed so well, Hughes and Smallman. Jay Baker, well, he's not going to pass. He now has a spring in his step after his try. About time, he said to Lauren Jenkins. Hemmings.
Thank you now.
Belying his age, ordering his forwards to caterpillar to give him time to go to the air. That's down Carrick McDonough's throat. He's got pace, but Del Neville has his mark. Emeloy picks his head up, sees space over on the far side. Hemmings, a lot of ground to cover. Scrum half does superbly well.
Yeah.
And pumps it into the far bank.
It's a great kick. Good clearance there. And good field coverage from Hemmings. Does really well.
Well, we got all interested parties here at the Talbot Athletic Ground. K9 variety too. He's looking straight down the barrel at us on commentary and everybody at home.
He spotted something down that camera.
Yeah. Hemmings under pressure. Done well since he's come on. Scarlet's Academy.
Turnover. No hands now, Red. No, try to
Chad Thomas is on wearing 19 for Ebbw Vale. And here they come, the missed pass. Good take from Ethan Phillips. Up steps Kieran Meek. Running at full back now. Evans. To the loose head, Morgan Davis. Ebbw Vale throwing everything at it. There's an injured player over on the far side. A little bit of crossing. And Aberavon's players celebrate.
8.5.
They put a big shift in, these Aberavon forward. Just saw Rodri Hughes in his 100th appearance stretching his legs. Bit of cramp perhaps. Him and Smallman in the second over have been fantastic for Aberavon.
Yeah, they really have. And I've been really impressed in the way they've operated the line out, but especially defensively tonight.
8,
I would love to see those stats on Ebbw Vale's line out success. I would say, at a guess, Aberavon have probably disrupted 50-60%, maybe even more of their line out, but they're making good reads, they're mirroring, and their attacking line out has also been really successful tonight. There it goes again, and into the driving maul.
Yeah, as you'd expect from Jason Hyatt, former Llanelli hooker. The head coach.
Change now 17, that's one thread.
And it's just held in. Cam Lewis broke away in the first half to score a try. Now he's down the 5-metre channel. The big tight replacement, Geraint James, is carried hard. Aberavon smelling blood. Ben Gregory, my goodness, he's run hard all night in attack and defence. Cam Lewis. Davis linked up to James again. Frankie Jones.
You called in there, play.
Lewis. Vital part of the game now, coming up to 8 minutes to go. Still one score in it, a loose pass, but it was a good one in the end to Travis Huntley.
It's your own player line on the ball. It's your own player line on it.
Aberavon building, but it's slow ball again. Davis, little step inside, couldn't make the pass. Defenders in his eye line. Loose pass that time by replacement Callum Carson, who's just come on, and Ebbw Vale live to fight another day.
We're not going quick, 5 okay.
I wouldn't say Aberavon really need to force anything here. They're in control of the game. They're 6 points ahead. They're in Ebbw Vale's 22. There's 7.5 minutes left. The pressure's on Ebbw Vale. I personally would be, messaging would be, don't force anything, boys. Let's just keep possession. Let's keep this territory and possession down in Ebbw Vale's half.
There it is again. Another, I'd love to see the line-out start. Stolen again by Aberavon. Ben Gregory to the replacement. Carson. Davis. He's got an overlap. Frankie Jones has moved to the wing. Can he seal the win for Aberavon? He does. A great finish. Beautiful hands in the back line. But you have to credit the Aberavon defensive line-out who stole yet another line-out from Ebbw Vale, and it resulted in Frankie Jones going over in the corner. That could be game, set and match.
You'd think it would be now, Sean. 73.5 minutes, 24-13 with a kick to come. But like you said, credit the Aberavon defensive line out. Another turnover. Good hands by Ben Gregory. Great hands. And here you go. You've got James Davis with a wonderful pass there to Frankie Jones to finish in the corner. And I've got to say that's a well-deserved try, because they have been pressing, and I've been really impressed with Aberavon this evening.
Yeah, if ever Rodri Hughes and Shea Smallman, for all their hard work, get the reward, that is it. And I'm sure Jason Hyatt will show that in the review in the week, and somebody else is pretty pleased about that Aberavon try. Great finish from Frankie Jones. Good hands from James Davis and replacement Callum Carson. Can James Davis add the extra points? He strikes it across the face, so it's 11-point advantage to Aberavon. Let's go down to Lauren once again.
Dyma gyda captain Aberavon, Steph Andrews. Sy'n newydd ddathlu ar ôl y cais yna. Did that try feel like the game for you?
No, not at all. It's going to be a tough 5.5 minutes left. We know Ebbw are a top team, so we're still in a battle here.
And it's some battle. Like it's been quite the competition tonight. If you did win, it would be your second home win in the league of the season. Is it the sort of result that could in some ways not kick-start your season, but turn things around now?
Yeah, we've been unfortunate with a lot of injuries, but we've also bled a lot of youngsters in, so you know, it's been a tough couple of weeks for us. We know we had a bit of a tough day in Cardiff last week, but you know, we're doing all right, Joe. We just need to stay in it now for the next 5 minutes.
Talking of injuries, you came off half-time. You all right?
Yeah, just tweak of the hip, I think, bit of old age, but you know, we got a lot of youngsters out there coming through, so it's great to see them out there now and enjoying it.
And if you do win, will there be any celebratory ice baths forced upon you by your coach?
There won't be any ice baths. It's cold enough as it is. But I'm sure the boys will celebrate on the weekend.
I don't blame you for answering it that way. Thank you very much.
Diolch yn fawr. I'm not sure Steph's complaining about old age. He's 31, Siobhan, but we'll have a little look. He's still got a bit of movement when he celebrates the try. Here he is, waiting for the interview with Lauren. Frankie Jones goes over, and there it is. A muted celebration. And Ebbw Vale, meanwhile, are on the attack. They've this time won the ball cleanly. In comes the driving more. Rowan Jenkins and Cole were holding on. Shea Smallman yet again. And they get the turnover more. That's been the story of the night in the forward department.
Absolutely, and the way the Aberavon side celebrated there, that was an important moment. But also you can hear the crowd below us. Yeah, Sean going mad. Oh, and ill discipline by Ebbw Vale. Referees having none of it tonight. Ebbw Vale obviously unhappy with that decision and changed from a scrum to a penalty, which has actually a big impact.
Just on the 15.
And there we have the set in the game. The player of the match, Cam Lewis, the hooker, scored early on. And has been really busy around the field. His arrows have been good. I guess that could have gone to a number of Aberavon forwards, and they can share the accolades, Siwan.
Yeah, they absolutely can. Forwards for Aberavon tonight, maybe line-out has won them the game, the amount of turnovers they've managed to get there. And to be fair, Cam Lewis's first try was great vision by him, great timing and decision-making to get on that scoreboard.
Scott Delnevo with a great pickup from Lewis's pass. But just isolated, and Ebbw have got in there. Last chance saloon.
7 isn't the tackler, he's straight on ball.
From the Steel men.
Got 1.5. Just over 1. Lads, you take the edge of the dash. Thank you.
So Ebbw Vale have
I'm not sure.
a minute and a half, Siwan, to score twice. You know, pretty impossible, but it has been done.
Yeah, their line-out hasn't functioned this evening. They've had lots of entries to the 22 shown, but haven't capitalised on those opportunities. They've actually only scored 1 try this evening, so they haven't been the attacking threat that they've been this season tonight. But you've got to credit Aberavon's defence and their clinicalness when they've had the ball and opportunities to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, bonus point in the bag. Just a minute or so now to hold on to get the 5-point win, which after last week's drubbing at Cardiff would be a miraculous turnaround by Jason Hyatt and his coaching team and players against an Ebbw Vale side that's been in such form. And they've been a shadow, I should say, been made to look a shadow of themselves by this resilient Aberavon team.
We were 30 seconds on the knock-on, so we'll be last play by the time we've set.
Well,
sorry.
The stewards,
Red 7.
supporters,
and
they braved the cold,
2 as well,
and they've been rewarded with a fine game. A fine performance by the home team, has to be said. As Cameron Lovies comes on for a bit of a strong song, as does Ellis Major, the 18-year-old hooker. Only 1 appearance before tonight. He's going to be on for a matter of seconds. Doesn't matter.
Here, okay?
He's on the field. Hugs all round for Cameron Lewis, the player of the match.
Crouch.
Big smiles on the faces of the Wizards.
Set.
Maybe Jason Hyatt will get the TV cameras here more often, but Ebbw Vale with a last-ditch effort. Penalty to Ebbw Vale.
Green go through, red disintegrated. Green have gone straight through, red disintegrated.
Ebbw Vale have to really try and get a try to get a losing bonus point. 3 points wouldn't be enough. Clock is in the red. Can they get something out of this game? Aberavon holding them up on the line. Rowan Jenkins in there again. The pick. Be careful they don't get held up over the line. That'll be the end of the game. The last big surge comes in. Is he over the line? Referee can't quite see it.
Thank you, thank you.
Go to the assistant as players drag other players off the ball. There's going to be an unpleasant end to this game.
Don't go in, thank you.
Maybe a bit of frustration creeping in from Ebbw Vale. Aberavon have been a pain in their sides all night. And they've been used to having their own way, Ebbw Vale, for most of this season.
Let me just have
Not
time
tonight.
off. I just want to have a chat with my AR, then we'll make a decision, thank you.
So the
I don't have a grounding at all there. No. Okay. Held up.
There you go. Ebbw Vale don't get the losing bonus point with that try. Held up, say the officials. And the Aberavon players celebrate. A famous win after a difficult 4 losses on the bounce. The Aberavon faithful have been rewarded in the cold here at the Talbot Athletic Ground. 4 tries, a bonus point, early one from player of the match Cam Lewis, finished by Frankie Jones in the corner. Their defensive line-out was superb. Aberavon worthy winners, and have got the monkey off the back. They've got the win against Ebbw Vale, who could have gone top tonight, but Aberavon run out winners at the Talbot Athletic Ground by 26 points to 13.
Yes, yn dwywaith amdani Aberavon a dominyddu'r ail hanner na sy'n golygu nawr bod nhw wedi codi i'r 8fed safle. Cofio benno nhw tymor yn y 6fed safle llynedd. Felly mae yna dal gyfle i nhw gyrraedd y pwynt na neu hyd yn oed mynd â'r rhediad i gyrraedd y 4 ucha. Glenebwy yn ail, ond maen nhw'n gadael yn waglaw. A ni nawr yn cael ymateb o un o'r chwaraewyr sydd â Ifan Phillips.
Wrth yn ochr i mae Sarah in the game, Cameron Lewis. Cam, it looked like you enjoyed that game.
Yeah, I think after last week a lot of the boys were very disappointed, so it was nice to go out there. We knew we were going to have a tough battle with Ebbw Vale because they've got a big pack, and obviously we've seen their kicking game, and I think all the boys just happy to throw the ball around and really look to counter-attack when we did and play in the right areas. And I think the boys, when you stay in a fight like that up front, you start to enjoy it when you begin to get on top.
Yeah, you spoke about being sticking up front, but how pleased were you, especially the physical battle? Because probably Ebbw Vale coming down here thinking they can bully you, but you boys fronted up pretty well.
Yeah, I think last week, again, we speak about last week with, I think a lot of the boys disappointed with the performance, and ultimately we feel we're better than the scoreline showed last week. So I think we all wanted to front up and really show we can be that team that can get on top and stay on top, like.
I picked you as man of the match, so you can get me a pint later, okay?
Yeah,
have you?
Deal.
Diolch, hey, thank you very much. James, o'n i'n meddwl yn gorfforol, yn amddiffynol, o'n i'n meddwl o'ch chi'n wych enwedig i gymaru gyda, falle wythnos diwetha yn erbyn Gaerdydd, oedd hi tipyn o swmpus o ran colli, ond yn amddiffynol heddi, o'n i'n meddwl o'ch chi'n wych, a fi'n credu falle ta'r un o'r resymau o'ch chi wedi gael y fuddugoliaeth.
Ie, hwnna'n rhywbeth o'n i wedi siarad a trwy'r wythnos, really, o ran o'n i ddim fyna lefel corfforol dda angen erbyn Caerdydd, a wedyn y pwyslais enfawr hyn a'r corfforol i fod yn deg, bydd pawb rili lan am a bydd e ddim yn perffaith fel perfformiad, ond os ni wedi dod o 4 colled i cael y fuddugoliaeth hyn, oedd yn bwysig iawn.
Ar ôl dechrau arwyddol siomedig i'r tymor, ti'n meddwl falle gallai hwn fod yn rhyw fath o drobwynt i chi?
Ie, ni wedi bod yn heblaw am Caerdydd ar y penwythnos. Ni wedi bod yn agos a falle ennill yn erbyn tîm dda fel Glenebwy hyn. Ni'n gallu defnyddio fe i roi i defnyddio hynny fel ennill mwy o gemau. Sorry,
Na, dim problem. James, diolch yn fawr ti, Gareth, ti fynd nôl at y chwaraewyr. Briliant, diolch. Lauren, nôl at y ti.
Wel, mae James Davies o'r diwedd nawr yn gallu dathlu ei ben-blwydd, a dwi'n siŵr fydd y dîm yma Jason Hyatt hefyd dathlu hyn o'i hael fuddugoliaeth ar ei tomon ei hunain yn y gyngrair. Mae Siwan Lillycrap nawr yn ymuno â fi. A sut yn union wnaethon nhw fe? Wel, wnaethon nhw dominyddu'r ail hanner a fe ddechreuodd y cyfan gyda chais Jay Baker.
Ie, o'n nhw wedi gwneud yn arbennig o dda, ti'n gwybod? O'n i ddim yn gweld hyn yn digwydd hyn ond ail hanner, pob cyfle gath o Aberavon, o'n nhw wedi cymryd, maen nhw'n mostyn yn dda, mae cic falle a dangerous gan Glenebwy fanno, mae Dan Baker, Jay Baker, yn cael y bêl ma'n arbennig o dda. Dyna fi'r traed ar gorffen cais wych, ti'n gwybod, a dyna beth o'r stori ail hanner wedyn, cic dda iawn, a cadw llygaid ar y bêl, ac mae'n gwneud gwaith galed i gorffen hynny, ond mae'n dylunio trad i cymryd y cyfle sydd o blaen iddo fe. So hwnna'n stori ar ail hanner, really, oedd Aberavon wedi cymryd pob cyfle oedd gyda nhw yn yr ail hanner.
Ie, dal yn chwarae gyda hyder, ond ni nawr yn mynd i fynd nôl i ffeindio Ifan sydd dal mas na ar y cae.
Yeah, both Ebbw Vale boys through and through, both have captained the team. How proud of you? How proud are you with the boys tonight?
Yeah, really proud. I mean, Aberavon on a Thursday night, really tough place to come, try and get a victory. You know, I thought it was pretty even throughout the game. You know, fair play to Aberavon. They took their chances when they needed to and ground the win out. But, you know, definitely still proud of our boys. You know, we dug in deep, we never give up and fought right till the last minute.
How is it to play with your brother? Obviously been doing it for a few years now. It's probably pretty special.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Like, it's brilliant for the family. And, you know, like, you know, in a rugby team you think you're all brothers, but, you know, you probably go an extra inch for, you know, your actual brother on the field, and it's nice, you know, if you can get a bit of carry or tackle together or something like that, it's extra special.
Yeah, you've had a great season so far. Obviously, a great start. You've played 11. This is only your third loss in the season. Do you think this is just a slight blip, and you're just going to kick on as normal, hopefully next week?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a long season. You always have a purple patch in the season, you know, whether you have a win or loss, but it's just how you respond for that the week after. You know, like I said, it's a long season. We're just going to focus on every game, every week as it comes, and try and learn from our mistakes and get better.
Perfect, thank you very much. Cheers guys, I'll go back to the players, and diolch yn fawr a Lauren nôl at ti.
Diolch Ifan, mae Jason Hyatt yn ymuno â ni nawr. Massive congratulations. How much did you need that win this evening? Been a tough season. Yeah. Take your time. I know what this club means to you.
Yeah, we needed that. Very proud of the players. It was just it's been a tough week, and we needed that.
I'll get you to slowly talk us through the second half, and you know, you dominated almost every aspect of the game. The pressure, you put them in the line out, the way you took your tries. What pleased you the most?
I think it's just coming back after last week. I think, you know, it was a lot of soul searching carried out this week by all of us, and I think to come back after a disappointing loss like that, and we talked about earlier the youngsters in the team, I think they really showed some maturity tonight, and I think the impact off the bench from the senior players was excellent. So yeah, really proud of them, because, you know, this club, you're right, it means a lot to us. The way we play mean a lot to us. You know, I was lucky enough to play here for a long time, and you know, that wasn't us last week, and that was us tonight. So hopefully we can build on that, take it forward, and look forward to the rest of the season.
Great game there, Jason. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So now you needed that win. You said you got it under your belt. What's the target for the rest of the season?
I think we've got a couple of senior players back. You've seen Andrew Waite come in tonight with Liam Seawood as well, a youngster. You know, those guys have worked really hard to come back into the game, and all credit to them. But I think our aim is, you know, there's a lot going on off the field, and you know, you can't help but get involved in that, you know, because a lot of us are involved in the process. But I think you know, we'll back the players 100%, and you know, we had a really honest, open meeting on Tuesday where we really focused on what we need to do to get out of where we are, and that's exactly what it was. You know, a bit of old-fashioned values. You know, we used an old Mike Tyson quote in there, and anything really to get that reaction. And you know, what we said was, you know, we learn a lot about someone. There's two types of people in this world. When you get punched in the face, you cover it up and take a beating, or you come out swinging. And tonight we came out swinging, and really proud of them.
Yeah, you definitely did, Jason. Congratulations.
Thanks. No cold ice bath, but maybe a nice cold beer.
Yeah, I think I'll have a nice bath. There's temperatures dropping, so maybe in the morning it's cold enough.
I'll
wake my wife up, and yeah, I'll get in the barrel in the morning.
And
I think,
someone
and enjoy
to
it.
give you a big hug. There we are. I'll give you half a one. Well done. We'll see you soon. A gawn ni cyfolwg ar cais Aaron Hemmings, achos gweitha'r canlyniadau, o'n nhw ddim yn chwarae fel tîm, oedd yn isel ar hyder heno?
Na, nhw ddim, a dweud i pob cyfle gath nhw wedi cymryd, edrych fan hyn, grub y bach trwyddo ar Hemmings a redyn ar ôl i, o pob un ar sgript, o pob un yn gweithio'n galed, ac maen nhw'n cymryd cyfleoedd, o fi ddim yn gwybod os oedd hwn yn mynd i pay off, ond redyn, tafliad o tu ôl fe yn arbennig o dda, ac o'n nhw wedi cymryd pob cyfle o'n nhw wedi cael. Mae ddim yn hawdd i sgori 4 cais yn erbyn Ebbw sydd yn eisydd yn ailfed yn y penfawr Coriaeth.
A'r cais Ifan, mae Ifan ôl Dani, mae'n noson brysur i ti. Y cais seliodd y pwynt bonus oedd cais Frankie Jones.
Ie, dath e unwaith o'r blaenwyr yn dwy'n llinell. Ebbw Vale. A wnaethon ni weld hwnna eitha tipyn gyda'r ddoi ail reng yn gyda Aberavon, ond ni'n gweld hwnna'n Callum Castle yn sethu lan o'r un Frankie Jones yn syth pan oedd wedi gael y bel, a oedd e'n gwybod yn union bod e'n mynd i sgor o'r cais, a mae fe wedi chwarae eitha tipyn ar yr asgell, felly oedd e'n gwybod yn iawn le oedd y llinell cais na.
A gymaint o cyfleoedd wedi gwastraffu gan Ebbw yn yr hanner cynta na. Bydde fe wedi bod yn gêm wahanol os nhw wedi cymryd rhai o nhw?
Ie, fi'n credu fod o dde, ti'n gwybod, o'n nhw wedi mynd mewn i'r 22 Aberavon, llawer o gweithio, dim yn dod allan gyda un cais drwy gydol y gêm. Ac y stori, o fi'n credu y stori fel yna'r ail hanner hefyd, ti'n gwybod, o'n nhw mosod, o'n nhw mewn y 22 Aberavon, ond ddim gallu troi fer i pwyntiau. Ac Mae'n traflu bel o gwmpas, ond pan maen nhw'n mynd mewn i'r 22, maen nhw'n tait o popeth lan, ond fi'n meddwl, credit i Aberavon, oedd am ddiffyn nhw yn arbennig o dda heddi, ond nhw'n rhoi chwaraewyr Ebbw ar y tu ôl.
Ie, mae wedi bod yn noson emosiynol i Jason. Hefyd yn noson bwysig i Rodri Hughes, mae'n derbyn ei canfed gap, a am ffordd i ddathlu gyda fuddugoliaeth yn y modd wnaethon nhw cyflawni fe, Ifan, achos yn y diwedd oedd hi yn un digon cyfforddus yn do yn y 10 munud ola yna.
Ie, fi'n credu, enwedig ar ôl yn yr hanner cynta, fel nath Siwan sôn yn amddiffynol oedd Aberavon yn gryf iawn. Fi'n credu nath hwnna nath tynnu falle y gwynt mas o boliau Ebbw Vale, achos o'n nhw wedi taflu popeth at Aberavon yn y hanner cynta na, a oedd Aberavon wedi amddiffyn wedi sefyll yn gryf iawn, ond pob clod pam gath Aberavon wedyn y cyfle yn yr ail hanner na, o'n nhw wedi cymryd nhw, a yn gorfforol o'n i'n meddwl, o'n nhw pen y sgwyddau yn well a byw o'n nhw penwythnos diwethaf, so pob clod i nhw.
Wel, mae am benwythnos prysur yn yr Indigo Prem. Dyma'r gemau sydd i ddod, i Sadwrn. Cyfle i Gaerfyrddin, a bach o momentum ar ei Tomyn i hunain yn erbyn Caerdydd. Nath roi crosfart gwrs i Aberavon wythnos diwetha. Dylse fe fo'n dipyn o gêm rhwng Merthyr a Pontypridd ar y Wern. A mae yna gyfle gan Merthyr i ennill tir, Siwan, yn y tabl, achos chymwthnos yn ôl o'n i'n gweud bod bwlch rhwng y pedwerydd a'r pumed, ond nawr, hyd yn oed, chymwyd, mor gynnar o hyn, ni'n dechrau gweld pethau newid.
Mae fe'n newid, ac o'n i wedi gweld y blwyddyn diwethaf hefyd, oedd y safleoedd yn newid trwy gyda'r amser, ond ti'n gwybod, gall Merthyr wneud bach o step y penwythnos yma os maen nhw'n meiddi Pontypridd. So ie, ti'n gwybod, gall unrhyw beth digwydd, ond dim ond hanner trwy'r ffordd o'r tymor i ni, a gall unrhyw beth digwydd.
Ie, ond mae'r gyfnod, oeddi cyfnod dolyg yn dimlo'n cyfnod prysur a cyfnod pwysig gan bod ni hanner ffordd drwy'r tymor. Os chym ni newid pethau, mae'n rhaid wneud yn nawr.
Ie, hefyd fi'n cael ar y cyfnod ma, ni yn dod yn agosach, felly i diwedd y tymor yna, pryd mae'r pethau yn bwysig iawn, ond mae pob pwynt yn cyfri, felly yn yr adeg mae rhaid i'r tîm oedd wneud siŵr bod nhw yn treol cymryd pwyntiau pan mae pwyntiau ar gael, mae rhaid nhw treol cymryd, a fi'n credu falle bydd Ebbw yn siomedig iawn bod nhw heb gael canlyniad bydden nhw wedi moyn mae hyn, achos bydde hwnna wedi gallu'r gael nhw yn cau y gap na rhwng nhw allan dyfru, a fi'n credu bydden nhw wedi bod yn siomedig iawn gyda'r canlyniad mae hyn.
Ond mae 2 gêm gartre gyda nhw nawr yn erbyn Merthyr a Quins, felly cyfle i ennill tir. Ond dyna ni, mae'r sylw nawr yn troi i'r UAC dros y penwythnos. Mae'r gêm rhwng Benetton a Gweilch yn fyw, a wedyn cyfle i ail-weld, neu i weld y gêm rhwng Caerdydd a'r Scarlett yn i chyfanrwydd. Ond dyna ni, fi yn mynd adre i ceisio twymo lan. Mae Ifan yn mynd i'r Eidal i wylio'r Gweilch. A nôl bob sôn, mae Siwan Lillycrap yn mynd i liwio ei wallt yn goch fel Karen. Diolch am eich cwmni, hwyl fawr.